It's time now for the Farmers Insurance pregame show, brought to you by your local Farmers Insurance agent.
Dreams became a reality as Cardinals baseball finally returned to the Ozarks as the St. Louis Cardinals made their first ever appearance at Hammons Field. Big League Cardinals didn't come alone, however, as now the community of Springfield has more than one Cardinals team to cheer for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally go time as your Springfield Cardinals open up Texas League action tonight, April 7th, 2005. Live from Ray Winder Field in Little Rock, Arkansas. Welcome to the inaugural 2005 season, and welcome to opening day as the Arkansas Travelers host your Springfield Cardinals in what will be game one of a four-game series. Good evening, everybody. Mike Linskog with you here live on the radio home of your Springfield Cardinals, Jock 98.7, as well as live around the world on the internet on SpringfieldCardinals.com. It is all courtesy of Jock 98.7. Wasabi, everybody. Rob Evans back in Springfield running the board. We're going to have some fun tonight. It is opening day 2005, and indeed, dreams have finally become a reality as your Springfield Cardinals. Yes, I see them in the dugout. They do exist as tonight a franchise is born in Texas League history. It happened so many months ago as the El Paso Diablos, now formerly of the Texas League, they were purchased by a group known as the St. Louis Cardinals. That franchise picked up, moved to Springfield, and now the Ozarks and the entire Springfield community will reap the benefits of a Texas League franchise. Tonight is game one of a four-game set as the Springfield Cardinals, in their inaugural Texas League game, will send right-hander Jeremy Cook to the hill. Jeremy Cook last season a member of the AA Tennessee Smokies, and he had himself an outstanding year. Jeremy Cook, he'll get the nod tonight, and we'll talk about his numbers in the Tennessee, or rather in the Southern League with the Tennessee Smokies. He was 7-3 as a starter with a 4.97 ERA. If you had an opportunity to catch the game at Hammons Field this past weekend against the St. Louis Cardinals, Cook got the start in game one on Saturday against the big league club, and he was outstanding, going 4 strong innings. He allowed 3 runs, but only 2 of those were of the earned variety. Cook was outstanding, and he will get the call tonight as your first ever Springfield Cardinals opening day starter. Going for the Arkansas Travelers, a Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim affiliate. It's right-hander Stephen Shell, last year a California League All-Star, as he was a second-year member of the California League with the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. He is ranked by Baseball America as the 10th best prospect in the entire Angels system. Last year, he was Anaheim's minor league pitcher of the year. This is the Farmers Insurance pregame report, and all year long it will be the Farmers Insurance pregame report. Once again, this is Mike Linskog welcoming you to Ray Winder Field here in Little Rock, Arkansas, where tonight the storylines are just huge. As, of course, the local media from Springfield, they have all made their way down to Little Rock, Arkansas to cover what is a great day in not only Springfield baseball history, but, of course, just history in general for the Springfield community. As tonight, maybe we're going to party like rock stars because the Springfield Cardinals officially are born here this evening to the Texas League. When we return here on the Farmers Insurance pregame report, we'll have all kinds of stuff for you, but one of the main storylines that we will touch on is rain. And right now I'm thinking to myself, rain, rain, go away. Right now, the clouds overhead are, well, they're present. It is a little bit overcast here tonight at Ray Winder Field. It has been raining off and on pretty much all day, but not hard enough really to threaten any kind of postponement or cancellation of this contest right here. However, the word right now on the field is that we're going to be delayed just about 15 minutes. Hence, the start time on the pregame show changing here by about 5 or 10 minutes. Again, stick around here on the Farmers Insurance pregame report, as when we return, we'll have a live look at your Major League Baseball scoreboard. We'll talk about what's going on tonight in the Texas League, as all 8 clubs in the Texas League will open up action tonight. We'll get you caught up to speed, and we're just going to talk some baseball, and most of all, we will have some fun. Mike Linskog inviting you to stay tuned. It's game one of a 140-game marathon. Your Farmers Insurance pregame report continues next right here on Jock 98.7.
Wait, so your car rolls off a cliff into the ocean?
I'm leaning against the bumper so Kate can take my picture.
And the car starts to roll?
Yeah, I forgot to set the parking brake.
So it rolls off the cliff?
Off the cliff into the ocean.
Because no one is more focused on getting your car back to normal than your farmer's agent. Describing how you got into an accident can be a lot harder than describing how you got out of one.
So I already got my car back.
Whoa, who's your insurance company?
Farmers Auto Insurance. Gets you back where you belong.
To find a farmer's agent near you, call 1-800-FARMERS. For the farmer's agent closest to you, call 1-800-FARMERS or 1-800-327-6377.
A Springfield Cardinals baseball game may possibly be the greatest way to spend a summer evening. Organize a group. Bring some friends or clients out to a game and let the Cardinals treat you like VIPs. Call the Cardinals ticket office at 417-863-2143 or visit their website at springfieldcardinals.com for more information. Book a group right now and receive a free commemorative 2005 Cardinals coin for everyone in your group. Call 417-863-2143 to reserve a group night at a Springfield Cardinals game. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
It's a fantastic day in Springfield baseball history as, again, we welcome you back to Ray Winder Field here in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Farmers Insurance pregame show. Call 1-800-FARMERS for the farmer's agent nearest to you. Good gracious, it has all come so very fast, and yet the wait has seemed like so long. A lot of work and preparation going into the entire 2005 season from a Springfield Cardinals front office standpoint. Tonight, the Arkansas Travelers front office, they get to try to pull off an opening night here, and it looks like Mother Nature, albeit a little bit of arm twisting involved, it looks like more or less she is going to cooperate, as right now the tarp is being rolled up on the field, and it looks like, again, we're going to see first pitch somewhere in the neighborhood of about 7:30 p.m. Well, what shall we talk about first here during our inaugural Farmers Insurance pregame show? I guess we should catch you up to speed with all about the Texas League. Tonight in the Texas League, you've got 4 games going on, including this matchup right here between the Springfield Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers, an affiliate of the formerly of the Angels of Anaheim, now, of course, the Los Angeles Angels. Other games going on in the Texas League this evening. You've got the Corpus Christi Hooks opening up on the road. Corpus Christi, much like the Springfield Cardinals, a brand new team in the Texas League. However, not a brand new affiliate, as the Corpus Christi Hooks, an affiliate of the Houston Astros. They are in San Antonio against the Western Division's San Antonio Missions. The Missions of San Antonio, a Seattle Mariners AA affiliate of course, here of the Texas League. Other games in the Western Division, Frisco is at Midland. Of course, the Frisco Rough Riders, they are the defending Texas League champions from the 2004 season, as Frisco, they beat Round Rock, who consequently Corpus Christi replaced here in this 2005 season. Last year, Frisco defeating Round Rock in 5 games to win the Texas League title. And tonight, the Frisco Rough Riders, a Texas Rangers affiliate, they will open up in defense of their Texas League title on the road against the Midland Rockhounds, an Oakland Athletics affiliate. The Tulsa Drillers are in Wichita tonight to take on the Wichita Wranglers. And the first run of the Texas League season goes to the Tulsa Drillers. They are in Wichita, and in the 3rd inning, it's the Tulsa Drillers, a Colorado Rockies affiliate. They lead the Wichita Wranglers, of course, a Kansas City Royals affiliate, by a score of 1-0. Of course, we're going to get more into the Texas League and try to catch you up to speed and educate you. Of course, if you have, some free time, I would encourage you to visit texas-league.com. That's a good website to go to. There is a link provided to the Texas League through our very own website at springfieldcardinals.com. That'll help get you up to speed in regards to the Texas League. The 4 clubs in the East Division, of course, your Springfield Cardinals, the Arkansas Travelers, Wichita, and Tulsa. The 4 clubs in the West Division, you're talking about the brand new Corpus Christi Hooks, the Midland Rockhounds, the San Antonio Missions, and the defending Texas League champions, the Frisco Rough Riders. So much to tell you about here, and again, we want to remind you that opening pitch here is scheduled for 7:30 now, as they've bumped it just about 20 minutes due to the fact that it was raining a little bit here, firstly off and on here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And again, right now, the cloud situation here at Ray Winder Field, there are some scattered clouds overhead, but upon checking the weather forecast, it looks like we'll get some just very brief sprinkles here throughout the evening. And again, nothing that should threaten the completion of our ball game tonight. It is game 1 of a 140-game season. As I told you before, Jeremy Cook, who made an appearance in the first ever Cardinals game at Hammons Field, he got the call for the Springfield Cardinals and pitched very well as the tall right-hander from Yuba City, California. He ends up going 4 innings, allowing 3 runs, only 2 of which were earned, as the Springfield Cardinals actually lost that contest, the final score of 4-3. Here on our Farmers Insurance pregame show, we shall have a couple of more things. Of course, we're going to sit down real quick and talk with the Springfield Cardinals manager, Chris Maloney, and get his thoughts on a couple of different issues. Talk about what kind of things his team did to prepare for the day today. Of course, it's opening day, as it was about a 3.5-4 hour bus ride down here to Little Rock, Arkansas from Springfield. The team will be here for 4 days, and then on Sunday evening when we wrap things up, we'll make our way back to Springfield, where on Monday we'll enjoy an off day, just 4 games into this regular season, and then on Tuesday we'll do it all over again as it's opening night at Hammons Field. Again, that's coming up this Tuesday, and believe it or not, we still have some general admission tickets available. You can call the Springfield Cardinals ticket office at 863-2143. Normal business hours are 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, but of course, give them a call at any time, and hopefully someone can answer your call. If you're ready to buy tickets right now, hey, you don't even need to make that phone call. Jump online and check us out on the web. It's SpringfieldCardinals.com. Tickets are available for purchase online, again, at SpringfieldCardinals.com. We'll take another break here during our pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk to the skipper, or the hammer as they call him, Chris Maloney. The inaugural season deserves an inaugural skipper, and it's Chris Maloney who will grab the reins and try to ride this team into the playoffs in their inaugural Texas League season. Once again, we want to remind you that the Farmers Insurance pregame show rolls on right here on Jock 98.7.
Wait, so a bear trashed your car?
A grizzly bear.
Well, what provoked him?
The box of donuts I left in the back seat.
Ah, so to get the donuts, a bear trashed your car.
A grizzly bear.
Because no one is more focused on getting your car back to normal than your farmer's agent. Describing how you got into an accident can be a lot harder than describing how you got out of one.
So I already got my car back. Whoa, who's your insurance company?
Farmers Auto Insurance. Gets you back where you belong.
To find a farmer's agent near you, call 1-800-FARMERS.
For the farmer's agent closest to you, call 1-800-FARMERS or 1-800-327-6377.
The 2005 season is upon us, and the Springfield Cardinals are ready for their inaugural season. Follow your favorite minor league team by visiting the Cardinals website at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Purchase tickets to a game. Read up on your favorite Cardinals player. Sign up for the brand new newsletter, or take a look at hats and shirts available at the Cardinals team store. It's all online at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
Mike Lindskog welcoming you back to Ray Winder Field here in Little Rock, Arkansas. The marathon is almost underway. It's a 140-game Texas League season, and if you're unfamiliar with how minor league baseball works below the AAA level, well, essentially what they do is they break it up into 2 different half seasons. Of course, you're talking about a 70-game first half and a 70-game second half. Due to the movement that potentially teams could look at throughout this 2005 campaign, you're talking about a first half champion from both the East and the West divisions, and then you'll have a second half champion from the East and West divisions. The first half champion from the East will meet the second half champion from the East in a best of 5 game playoffs. The winner of that series would then go on to face the winner of the West Division Series. And, of course, they would face off in the Texas League Championship Series. Now, should a club, for instance, if the Springfield Cardinals, for instance, were to win, let's say, the first half of this Eastern League, the Eastern Division here of the Texas League, if they were to win that first half Eastern Division and then go ahead and win the second half of the Eastern Division, well, then they would automatically get a first-round bye into the Texas League Championship Series. And again, as we mentioned here just a little bit ago, it's the Frisco Rough Riders, a Texas Rangers affiliate. They, my friends, are the defending Texas League champions. That's the club that everyone will be gunning for. Coming here to Ray Winder Field tonight, well, I'm sure it is a little bit of an exciting time for not just the Springfield Cardinals players and coaches, but even for these Arkansas Travelers fans. You go back in the day, and the St. Louis Cardinals were actually affiliated with the Arkansas Travelers here not so short ago, as they were a 30-year affiliate here in Arkansas. Their last year was during the 2000 season, and I was told earlier today by members of the Arkansas media, this game hasn't been covered by the media in general, and again, mostly that's Springfield media we're talking about. They haven't been covered since the days when they were a Cardinals affiliate and back when Rick Ankiel was playing here in Arkansas, which is kind of a strange thing, considering the news that we heard yesterday as ESPN.com broke the story that indeed the St. Louis Cardinals intend to sometime send Rick Ankiel to Springfield, Missouri, where he can hone his skills as an outfielder in the Texas League. Again, the latest on Rick Ankiel is essentially this. We know what you know. If you've read the stories on stlouiscardinals.com or if you saw it on ESPN.com when the story broke, all we really know is that the St. Louis Cardinals intend to send Rick Ankiel at some point to Springfield. You don't even want to begin to speculate when that could be, but I will tell you one thing. If he is there at some point next week, I'm sure you don't want to feel left out. Tickets are available by calling 863-2143, or once again, tickets are available online by visiting SpringfieldCardinals.com. You do not want to miss the excitement of the first inaugural season of the Springfield Cardinals as they take on the Texas League's best at Hammons Field. And again, with or without Rick Ankiel, really that's just a little bit of a subplot there. You don't want to miss out, as we still have ticket packages available. And once again, you can purchase individual game tickets by calling 863-2143 or jump on our website at SpringfieldCardinals.com. Talking to manager Chris Maloney before today's game, and we talked about how the St. Louis Cardinals were once affiliated here in Arkansas with the Travelers. I'll tell you what, the Travelers, they have red in their uniforms, and I look through the stands, there's a lot of red, and it's not all Arkansas Traveler red. There are a lot of St. Louis Cardinal fans here in Little Rock, and I even see some Springfield merchandise, which is pretty exciting as I see Springfield Cardinal hats making their way through the crowd. I see jerseys that say Pujols. I see jerseys that say Roland. It's a pretty exciting time, I'm sure, for the fans here in Little Rock, Arkansas, as they can choose to support not only the Arkansas Travelers, but come out here and see future St. Louis Cardinals take on their beloved Arkansas Travelers. Chris Maloney, who is the first-year manager of the Springfield Cardinals, he's making his return to the St. Louis organization after spending a handful of years down in New Orleans with the AAA Houston Astros affiliate, the New Orleans Zephyrs. Chris Maloney actually managed here for a number of years in the 90s, as he's a very familiar guy to Ray Winder Field. We talked to manager Chris Maloney a little bit earlier in the day on a couple of different things, what his club needed to do to get ready. We talked about right-hander Jeremy Cook, and we also talked about the passion for Ray Winder Field here in Arkansas from our beloved manager, the Hammer, Chris Maloney.
Well, we've pretty much went over everything we need to talk about. Now it's just time to go out and play. The guys are, I think they're all excited and ready to start the season and play a game that's going to count.
Jeremy Cook gets the start tonight. We saw Jeremy in the first exhibition game against the St. Louis Cardinals. He went 4 innings, gave up 2 earned runs. Thought he looked pretty sharp out there. Is he ready to roll tonight?
Well, I think he is. Jeremy's got a little experience, and I feel real good handling the ball tonight because I think he's going to, give us a chance to win. That's all you can ask about your starting pitcher.
The lineup tonight, we got Boyd at the top and Gorecki coming in there, number 2. Can we look for this team to be a speedy team, a power-hitting team? At first glance, I think that it's probably going to be a fast team rather than a power-hitting team. What's kind of your analysis there?
Well, I think we're going to have more pop than people are thinking, but I think also we're going to have a chance to run the bases well. We got a couple guys at the top that got good speed, and we're going to play the game the way it kind of branches out there and whatever becomes available. Good opportunity.
This means so much to the people of Springfield, and I'm not quite sure how many are going to make the 3.5, 4-hour drive down here, but this is pretty exciting. Obviously, it'd be great to open up at home, but this will give us a few more days of preparation, so, as Springfield Cardinals front office staff, they can prepare that stadium to get her going and ready for Tuesday night. Sure would be nice to come home with a couple of victories. What else can you tell us about the rotation with, of course, Buddy Blair going, and then kind of expand here what we're going to see the next couple of days as far as the rotation standpoint goes?
Well, we got Cookie tonight and Buddy, and then Alvarez and Pals. So those 4 guys are going to tee it up for us here, and we're just looking to go game by game and give it our best shot every night, and that's all you can do.
I saw you visiting with the Arkansas Travelers manager, Tom Gamboa, history for him in the major leagues, and of course, I'm sure you've got some history with Mr. Gamboa as well. He's a first-year manager here in Arkansas. What does he tell you about his club?
Well, we didn't even talk about his club. We just talked about old times and stories and just kind of revisited. And, you never know what's going to happen once the lights come on. So we're going to see how both clubs compare tonight.
for people that are making the drive down here to Arkansas, this is going to be a real eye-opener. This is no Hammons Field. This is a park certainly rich in history, but it's got that old school feel to it. And, of course, I'm sure getting back here and seeing it for the first time in quite some time, does Ray Winder Field bring back memories personally for you?
Oh, yeah. I've managed 4 years here and had a lot of good times. And Ray Winder was a place that's got us, near and dear to my heart. There's no place like Ray Winder.
Outstanding. Well, Skipper, it's opening night. This is pretty exciting stuff, and hopefully we'll start the 2005 season with a bang. Go get them tonight.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's outstanding. That's the skipper, Chris Maloney, here joining us on the Farmers Insurance pregame show. And again, Ray Winder, near and dear to the heart of Chris Maloney, as he was a member of this Arkansas Travelers team back when they were affiliated with the St. Louis Cardinals. Time quickly for our Who's Hot and Who's Not segments. And, of course, this is our inaugural Who's Hot, Who's Not, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air, as it's presented by your local Lennox dealer, Spring Mountain Air. Who's hot? Well, of course, it's the Springfield Cardinals, coming off a couple of losses to the St. Louis Cardinals. This team is red hot, ready to roll into the 2005 season. And who's not? Well, hopefully, it's the Arkansas Travelers. This has been your Who's Hot and Who's Not feature, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air, your Lennox dealer in Springfield. I apologize if the format's bouncing all over the place here. Again, with a little bit of a rain delay earlier this evening, pushing our game start time back about 20 minutes. Well, you can expect a little bit of adjusting on the fly here. This is our Farmers Insurance pregame show, and we will wrap it up here with a look at the first ever starting lineup. And we begin by looking at the Springfield Cardinals, the visiting team, up there on the scoreboard. For the manager, Chris Maloney, his lineup 1 through 9. It looks a little something like this. It's Sean Boyd getting the call. He's leading it off. He's in left field. Reid Gorecki will bat second. Gorecki is the center fielder. Travis Hansen will be the third baseman. Hansen will bat third for Springfield. Papo Bolivar, the designated hitter. It's Bolivar batting in the cleanup position. Gabe Johnson will be the catcher. Johnson batting fifth. Andy Schutzenhofer will be the first baseman. It's Schutzenhofer batting sixth. Tyler Mingus will bat seventh. He's out in right field tonight. It's Matt DeMarco, the only Springfield Cardinal to go yard and homer at Hammons Field over the weekend against the St. Louis Cardinals. Second baseman Matt DeMarco will bat eighth. Rounding out the lineup for the Hammer, Chris Maloney, it's the shortstop Milko Jaramillo, as it's Jaramillo tonight getting the call in the number 9 spot. Jeremy Cook will get the start tonight. The big right-hander will toe the rubber for the very first time here in the Texas League. Jeremy Cook, 6'6", 235 pounds, the Yuba City, California native, will get the opportunity to be the first ever opening day starter in Springfield Cardinals history. For the Arkansas Travelers, managed by former big league first base coach Tom Gamboa, his first year in the Anaheim Angels system, he'll send a lineup out to he'll send a lineup out there tonight, led off by center fielder Reggie Willits, a 40-man roster guy. Willits tore up the California League last year with 45 stolen bases for Rancho Cucamonga. It's Reggie Willits in center field, leading things off for the Arkansas Travelers. Alberto Callaspo will be the second baseman. A lot of these guys coming up from Rancho. Callaspo, one of those guys, as he had a phenomenal season last year in the California League. Alberto Callaspo, the second baseman. He will bat second. Erick Aybar will bat third. Aybar is the shortstop. Mike Napoli had 29 home runs last year in the California League. Mike Napoli, the catcher, will bat cleanup. Tommy Murphy, a second-year Double-A guy. Murphy is the right fielder. He's batting fifth. David Gates, a left fielder tonight for manager Tom Gamboa. It's David Gates in left field. He's batting sixth. Greg Porter will be the third baseman. It's Porter batting seventh. Mike Elward will be the first baseman. Elward batting eighth. And Chris Morris, just recently picked up as he went to spring training without a club. Chris Morris, the designated hitter and new Anaheim Angel property. Morris, the DH, will bat ninth. On the hill tonight, a former All-Star in the California League last year, Stephen Shell, ranked by Baseball America as the Angels' 10th best prospect within their entire system last season. Shell was named the Anaheim Angels Minor League Pitcher of the Year. Hey, maybe this year he can become the Los Angeles Angels Minor League Pitcher of the Year. Last year, Stephen Shell 12-7 with a 3.59 ERA, pitching in very much a hitter's league out on the West Coast. It's Stephen Shell, the right-hander, matching himself up against Jeremy Cook of the Springfield Cardinals. Baby, it is opening day, and we are just moments away from our national anthem here tonight. Once again, we are live at Ray Winder Field here for the opening of Springfield Cardinals baseball. It is game one of a 140-game season. It's game one also of a 4-game series. Keep in mind, we'll take a day off on Monday and then return to Hammons Field for our home opener coming up this Tuesday night at Hammons Field. Game time is 7:10, and again, we do have a few general admission seats available by contacting the Springfield Cardinals at 863-2143 tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Or shoot, you don't even have to wait until then. Jump online right now and check out opening day. We've got fireworks courtesy of AM Pyrotechnics. We've got the Budweiser Clydesdales. So much is going on this Tuesday at Hammons Field. Pick up tickets right now by visiting the Springfield Cardinals website at www.springfieldcardinals.com. This has been it for your Farmers Insurance pregame show. Your first ever here in Texas League regular season action. I am Mike Lindskog, and I've got your call of your first pitch. The Springfield Cardinals open up their 2005 regular season here in the Texas League at Ray Winder Field in Little Rock, Arkansas, against the Arkansas Travelers. I've got your first pitch coming up next on Jock 98.7.
Spring is in the air. But as nice as it feels outside, Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning can make you feel even better inside with a new Lennox Home Comfort System. Call Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning today and ask about receiving up to a $1,125 rebate or 18-month special financing with the purchase of a qualifying Dave Lennox Signature Collection Home Comfort System. Call Paul at Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning at 831-4036 to learn more. Don't wait. The offer expires May 31st. Call Paul at Spring Mountain Air, your Lennox dealer, today to make your home a better place.
On behalf of the entire Springfield Cardinals organization, thanks for the warm welcome, Springfield. We'd love to return the favor when you visit the ballpark this summer. Regular season play kicks off April 12th with the Tulsa Drillers in for 5 games. There'll be plenty of fireworks, literally, and promotions, including the Budweiser Clydesdales. Tickets are still available. Call 417-863-2143 or visit SpringfieldCardinals.com. Hope to see you there. Springfield Cardinals Baseball, the game you remember.
KWTO-FM Springfield, Jock 98.7. 889-5885.
A Springfield Cardinals baseball game may possibly be the greatest way to spend a summer evening. Organize a group. Bring some friends or clients out to a game and let the Cardinals treat you like VIPs. Call the Cardinals ticket office at 417-863-2143 or visit their website at springfieldcardinals.com for more information. Book a group right now and receive a free commemorative 2005 Cardinals coin for everyone in your group. Call 417-863-2143 to reserve a group night at a Springfield Cardinals game. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember. When the St. Louis Cardinals were in town recently, Jock 98.7 Sports had a chance to talk with David Eckstein about the unbelievable fan support.
It's got rich history and tradition. You know what I mean? Having you know, we played 2 games in Oklahoma City, and it was a partisan crowd to us. It was unbelievable. And then we come here to Springfield, and you know what I mean? I was telling a kind of funny story is, you know, we go 45 minutes outside the city, and you know what I mean, they're all Dodger fans. That's why they changed the name. They're trying to win over, and over here we got a radius that's unbelievable.
You can join us for St. Louis Cardinals baseball on 101.3 KTXR and Springfield Cardinals baseball on Jock 98.7. Baseball all season long on the Giant Sports Network. It's time for Springfield Cardinals baseball. This game on Jock 98.7 is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Assist to Sell. They can sell your home and save you money. By Trolley's Bar and Grill on Park Central Square. By G3 Boats and Yamaha, still the best value on the water. And by your local Farmers Insurance agent. And now, Springfield Cardinals baseball live on Jock 98.7.
And with that, we welcome you to Ray Winder Field for what will be a historic night as the Springfield Cardinals open up the 2005 regular season here in the Texas League on the road at Ray Winder Field in Little Rock, Arkansas, against the Los Angeles Angels Anaheim affiliate. Baby, it's go time right here, right now. We bid you good evening, and we welcome you once again to Ray Winder Field here in Little Rock, Arkansas, for tonight's 2005 Texas League opener, and indeed it is the inaugural season of Springfield Cardinals baseball, and for the first time we say wasabi, everybody. What's going on, Springfield? Mike Linskog here with you from Ray Winder Field, where tonight it's Jeremy Cook starting for the Springfield Cardinals. He'll be opposed by right-hander Stephen Shell of the Arkansas Travelers. The rain could not dampen the spirits here, as it looks like we're going to get underway about 25 minutes after what we thought we would initially get things going, as they have the tarp on the field all day today. And wouldn't you know it, we didn't have rain for hours as we arrived here to the ballpark about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There was no rain until right about, I'd say 5:30, when it sprinkled here for about an hour. They took the tarp off the field here just about 40 minutes ago, and right now the home plate umpire is gathered now by the first and third base umpires. They are waiting for the managers, and my friends, baseball is finally here. Of course, Major League Baseball got underway just this past Sunday with the Yankees and the Red Sox. Tonight, the Texas League season, the Double-A Texas League gets underway tonight. We've already got action in Wichita where the Tulsa Drillers are taking on the Wichita Wranglers, so officially they kick the season off, and now we are just moments away from firing it up right here in the first of this 4-game set. Jeremy Cook will get the call for the Springfield Cardinals. Cookie, he appeared in that St. Louis Cardinals game this past Saturday at Hammons Field. He was outstanding in getting some work in. He went 4 innings, allowing 3 runs. Only 2 of those were of the earned variety, as the Springfield Cardinals actually fell in that game, losing by a final score of 4-3. Last year for the Tennessee Smokies of the Southern League, Jeremy Cook, 8-3 with a 4.19 earned run average. He made 29 total appearances, 16 as a member of the starting rotation. He was a non-drafted free agent back in 2000, and since then he has been Cardinal property, this being now his 6th year as a member of the St. Louis Cardinals organization. Last year he was 8-3 with Tennessee. With the year before, in 2003, Jeremy Cook spent 10 games and just about a month and a half in Double-A Tennessee. So technically this would be his second full season at the Double-A level, as he spent just a handful of games in Tennessee in 03, the full season in 04, and in 2005, Jeremy Cook will make history as he is the first ever Springfield Cardinals starting pitcher to get the call on opening day. Stephen Shell, a right-hander, will get the call for the Arkansas Travelers. This is a guy who spent 2 years at high A ball in the California League, where the Anaheim Angels, and again I'm struggling to call them by what they deem as their correct name nowadays, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, their affiliate that's just down the totem pole is in the California League, as the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes had right-hander Stephen Shell for a couple of seasons. Last year, Shell was named the Angels Minor League Pitcher of the Year, sporting a 12-7 record throughout an entire season of the Cal League. Shell had a 3.59 ERA, which is no small feat considering he plays in what is considered a very much hitter-friendly league. 28 games in Rancho Cucamonga for the right-hander Stephen Shell, all 28 games as a member of the starting rotation. For his efforts, Stephen Shell was placed on the 40-man roster, as this kid is supposedly a future major leaguer. The right-hander, 22 years old, out of Longview, Texas. He's 6'5" and 190 pounds. He actually resides in El Reno, Oklahoma, born in Longview, Texas. Former third-rounder from the Anaheim Angels back in the day when they drafted him in 2001. Last year he was a California League All-Star. The year before he battled through some injuries in Rancho Cucamonga, hence the fact that he had to repeat in A-ball in the 2004 season. Back in 2003 he was 6-8 with a 4.24 earned run average, as again he battled some injuries with his right arm. They are meeting at home plate right now as the manager Chris Maloney out there with Arkansas manager Tom Gamboa. If you say the name Tom Gamboa, you don't automatically think, well, that's a guy with a minor league managing history. No, you say the name Tom Gamboa to me, first thing that pops in my head is the ugly incident in Chicago. A member of the Kansas City Royals coaching staff, it was Tom Gamboa, who was attacked in the first base coach's box some years ago as the Kansas City Royals were in Chicago to take on the White Sox. It was Tom Gamboa who got pretty much railroaded down there in the first base coach's box by a father and son tandem that made headlines all around baseball, as it was quite an ugly incident. Apparently he's a guy with a sense of humor, and he knows that now he is recognized as being a victim in that incident. Tom Gamboa suffered a little bit of injury there, including some hearing loss. Tom Gamboa will be the first-year skipper of the Arkansas Travelers. The rest of their coaching staff looks like this. Their trainer is their hitting coach is a second-year Arkansas Traveler. Todd Takayosha is their hitting coach. Pitching coach is Keith Comstock, a guy who is very familiar with right-hander Stephen Shell. As last year, Keith Comstock was a member of the Rancho Cucamonga pitching staff coordinators, as Keith Comstock, the pitching coach last year for the California League's Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Armando Rivas, he is the trainer. He's a second-year Texas League guy with the Arkansas Travelers. As far as the Springfield coaching staff, well, we touched on this over the weekend in their exhibition games against the Springfield Cardinals. But again, just to refresh your memory, if you didn't have an opportunity to tune in, or in case you're not looking at a roster, the hitting coach is Dallas Williams. The pitching coach is Blaze Ilsley. And the trainer is Brad LaRosa. And, of course, the manager is the Hammer, Chris Maloney. Still down there learning the ground rules here of Ray Winder Field, as again, it looks like we're not getting underway just yet. 330 feet down the left field line is probably what's coming out of the umpire's mouth right about now. 330 feet down the left field line to straightaway center field. It's about 390 feet. And to right field down the line, it is 345 feet. It is approximately 18 feet up the wall, all the way around the outfield wall here at Ray Winder Field. This is very much an old school ballpark and a far cry from Hammons Field. With all the new beautiful amenities of Hammons Field, this ballpark has a lot of history and very much has an old school flavor to it. They do have a brand new scoreboard that looks sort of old school, but really that's the best feature of this ballpark. Everything else looks like it's right out of the movie Bull Durham from back in the 80s, as the Arkansas Travelers and their fans have called Ray Winder Field home for, well, what has been a number of years. The Arkansas Travelers are taking the field. And again, let's set the Arkansas defense for you here momentarily. As again, we'll start with the man on the mound, right-hander Stephen Shell. Last year for the California League's Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, a record of 12-7 with a 3.59 earned run average in 28 games, all as a member of the starting rotation. His battery mate is Mike Napoli, an MVP candidate last year in the California League. Napoli had a great year offensively with 29 home runs and 118 RBIs posted there. That's a phenomenal year in that league, even though it is a hitter's league. That is still an amazing feat. Napoli gets the call. He is behind home plate. Around the infield from first to third, it's Mike Elward, Alberto Callaspo at second base. Erick Aybar is at short. And down there at third base for the Arkansas Travelers, it's Greg Porter. Their outfield from left to right, you've got David Gates out there in left field. Reggie Willits, a 40-man roster guy, out there in center field for Arkansas. And in right field is Tommy Murphy, a guy that is making his second year in a row here in the Texas League. Stephen Shell is not quite yet been given a baseball, as they will have some military personnel throw out the ceremonial first pitch here at Ray Winder Field. And with that, we shall take a quick timeout. Just about ready to get underway here from Ray Winder Field in Little Rock, Arkansas. The Travelers hosting your Springfield Cardinals in the inaugural game of the inaugural Springfield season. We'll be back on Chalk 98.7.
Evening. Organize a group. Bring some friends or clients out to a game and let the Cardinals treat you like VIPs. Call the Cardinals ticket office at 417-863-2143 or visit their website at springfieldcardinals.com for more information. Book a group right now and receive a free commemorative 2005 Cardinals coin for everyone in your group. Call 417-863-2143 to reserve a group night at a Springfield Cardinals game. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember. The 2005 season is upon us, and the Springfield Cardinals are ready for their inaugural season. Follow your favorite minor league team by visiting the Cardinals website at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Purchase tickets to a game. Read up on your favorite Cardinals player. Sign up for the brand new newsletter, or take a look at hats and shirts available at the Cardinals team store. It's all online at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
Back to Ray Winder Field here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Mike Lindskog with you for game one of a four-game set. Right-hander Stephen Shell is doing his warm-up thing as he is beginning his warm-up toss routine. And again, it's game one of a four-game series. Stephen Shell, the right-hander, will be opposed by right-hander Jeremy Cook for your Springfield Cardinals. We'll recap quickly the Springfield Cardinals starting lineup. Sean Boyd out in left field. He'll lead it off. Reid Gorecki, the center fielder. He'll bat second. Travis Hansen, the third baseman, batting third. Papo Bolivar, the designated hitter, will bat fourth. Gabe Johnson, the catcher, batting fifth. Andy Schutzenhofer, the first baseman, he'll bat sixth. Tyler Mingus, right fielder, he'll bat seven. Matt DeMarco, second baseman, will bat eighth. And Milko Jaramillo will be the shortstop, and he'll bat ninth. We're finally ready. Opening ceremonies have come to a close. Right-hander Stephen Shell is done with his warm-up tosses, and right-handed hitting Sean Boyd, wearing number 4 on the back of his gray Cardinals uniform, will dig in. And my friends, Texas League Baseball is finally here. The right-hander Stephen Shell into his line, and we are underway with the fastball coming across the outside part of the plate. It's 0-1 to the Springfield fans here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Well, I see a few of them. My friends, it is finally underway. Travelers fans cheering on their club. Sean Boyd takes one deep to left field here on the next pitch. Looking up is David Gates. This one's going to hit at the base of the wall. Sean Boyd will cruise into second base with a leadoff double. And there's the first ever Springfield Cardinals regular season base hit. It goes for extra bases as Sean Boyd rips a double to left field. And we are underway in a good way. Boyd doubles to left field well over the head of David Gates, and here's Reid Gorecki. A light crowd in Arkansas considering the fact that this is opening day, and I'm not quite sure what else as far as festivities they have planned here in the evening. But the rain has certainly dampened the spirits, I'm sure, of some Arkansas faithful, as the crowd really is pretty thin, especially for opening night. Stephen Shell going to pick some dirt out of the cleats here as he's given something to get the goop out, if you will. He'll finally toe that rubber and take a look at Sean Boyd, who's out there at second base, who leads off the Texas League season with the first ever Springfield Cardinals base hit. Gorecki going to square to bunt and lay it down third base side, and it's a good one. The throw to first by the catcher, Mike Napoli, just in time. The sacrifice, however, is complete as Gorecki gets down a perfect sacrifice bunt. 2-3 on the putout. Down to third goes Sean Boyd, and just like that, the Springfield Cardinals with an opportunity here to take the early lead. Travis Hansen, a left-handed hitter, will step up now, wearing number 23 on the back of his Springfield Cardinals road gray jersey. A duck on the proverbial pond in the early going. Last year, Hansen with the Palm Beach Cardinals hit .259 with a couple of home runs and 35 RBIs. Good-looking prospect playing third base. He'll see a curveball right across the heart of the plate for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Stephen Shell from the stretch. Tall right-handers 0-1 now on the way to Travis Hansen. Hit in the air to right center field and deep. This will certainly bring the run home. Tommy Murphy back to the track, looking up, and it's gone. Opening day, opening inning, and it's already 2-0 Springfield. 2 home runs last season for Travis Hansen, and in his first Springfield Cardinals at bat, Hansen goes deep to right center field, and the ball just did carry out of here. A little bit of a breeze, and all of a sudden it's 2-0 Cards. Get after it, Travis Hansen. 57 games last year for the Palm Beach Cardinals and just 2 home runs. Welcome to the Texas League, my friend. So 2-0 right out of the gate, and Stephen Shell, one of the Angels' top prospects, shelled, pardon the pun, here in the early going. Here's Papo Bolivar. Bolivar takes it up high for a ball, and it's 1-0. Looked like for certain it would be deep enough for a sac fly off the bat. And then it just kept carrying and just did clear the wall in right center field. Bolivar takes it again up high, 2-0. Bolivar, the designated hitter tonight. Stephen Shell's next offering misses well outside, and now this will force a mound visit from his battery mate, Mike Napoli. 3-0 on right-handed hitting Papo Bolivar. So already in this first inning, some firsts, if you will. The first hit goes to Sean Boyd as he doubled 2 pitches into this ball game. Gorecki right behind him with the sac bunt as he laid it down nicely. And then Travis Hansen looking for nothing more than a sac fly. He got it to fly right out of here. The right-hander Stephen Shell kicks and deals now 3-0 to Bolivar, taking all the way, and it misses just high for ball 4. And Stephen Shell, the right-hander, continues to struggle. 3 of the 4 men that he has faced, they've reached safely. The only other man that has not reached safely, he laid down the sacrifice, that's Gorecki. So with a man on and only 1 away, that'll bring up right-handed hitting Gabe Johnson. Last year for AA Tennessee in the Southern League, 267 with 18 bombs and 66 RBIs. Out at first base, Bolivar. Well, if you don't know, sure, he hits in the number 4 position, but the guy can fly. 51 stolen bases. We will keep our eyes peeled for movement over there. Shell fires a strike, and it's 0-1 on Gabe Johnson. Starting it out with a bang. The first hit goes to Boyd. The first homer goes to Hansen. 2-0 Cards here in the first. The 0-1 on the way. Ground ball pulled foul past manager Chris Maloney down the third baseline. And Gabe Johnson in the hole 0-2 as Stephen Shell perhaps getting on track. Can't even think of anything really better than a quick 2-0 advantage. Getting Jeremy Cook some confidence on the mound. Let him work with the lead. And indeed, he will have the lead. With 1 away, the 0-2 now on the way. There's a waste pitch, and it goes all the way to the backstop. Shell tried to throw a slider out of the zone. Bolivar will take second base. And that's as far as he'll get as Mike Napoli comes back here to pick it up. A lot of foul territory behind home plate, as I would guesstimate. There's at least 50 to 60 feet from the plate to the screen. 50, 60 feet, you think? Maybe even more. Ray Winder Field has plenty of foul territory. Bolivar now at second base on the wild pitch. The 1-2 to Gabe Johnson is the slider, swung on and missed. So Shell records his first out of the game legitimately now. 2 away here in the first. And here's Schutzenhofer. For Stephen Shell, obviously his first strikeout of the ball game. Schutzenhofer, left-handed hitter, a .292 hitter last season in Palm Beach with 3 home runs and 56 RBIs. First offering on the way to the left-handed hitter, misses just outside. And it's 1-0. Schutzenhofer appeared in 121 games last year for Palm Beach of the Florida State League. This is his first appearance at the AA level. Pitches high and away for a ball. Snap throw down to second base. Actually hits Papo Bolivar right in the ankle. Ball shoots out to right field, but tracking it down quickly is Alberto Callaspo. And now Papo Bolivar going to have to walk this one off. The trainer, Brad LaRosa, has not been a busy guy here in the preseason. All of a sudden will get busy, as the trainer, LaRosa, and the manager, Chris Maloney, will both go out there to second base to check on Papo Bolivar, who has popped up and is walking this one off. Talking to Brad LaRosa earlier this evening, he said the team is healthy. I guess that means Brad's doing his job, as LaRosa is the team trainer. And just like that, a 22nd visit to Papo Bolivar, and Bolivar says, get back to the dugout. Go wrap somebody else's ankle. Bolivar walking it off, and it looks like he's just fine. So LaRosa coming back here to the dugout. Home plate umpire David Rackley says, boys, we're ready to get her going. 2-0 on the hitter, Andy Schutzenhofer. Here's a ground ball hit right back to Stephen Shell. He flashes some leather as he knocks it down. He'll keep it in front of him, pick it back up, and throw it over to the first baseman, Mike Elward, and the side is retired. But the first 3 outs in Springfield Cardinals history, well, they were 3 good outs, very productive. 2 runs on 2 hits, the big blast. Travis Hansen's first home run at the AA level. have put the Springfield Cardinals on top here in the early going. Right-hander Jeremy Cook, who shined against the St. Louis Cardinals last Saturday at Hammons Field, he'll come out to the mound for his first look at the Arkansas Travelers. After a half an inning, Mike Linskog inviting you to stay tuned. It's the Cardinals 2, Rams coming up on Jock 98.7.
The first inning is brought to you by the Heather Klein Family Dentistry.
Trusting someone with your child is never an easy decision, and when it comes to choosing a dentist, it can be even more difficult. I know because I am the mother of 2 boys myself. I'm Heather Klein of Heather Klein Family Dentistry, and I want to invite you to bring your child in for a free consultation concerning their teeth. The first 6 years are the most important, but healthy teeth are one thing you don't want your child to outgrow. Call me, Heather Klein, at 885-7040, and let's start your child on the way to a lifetime of beautiful smiles.
Okay, Cardinal fans, time for a spelling test. Remember these letters, PJC. How do you spell locally owned insurance company serving the Ozarks for over 25 years, offering home, auto, trucking, and commercial coverages from quality carriers like Grinnell Mutual?
PJC.
That's right. How do you spell personal understanding of your insurance needs?
PJC.
Very good. Call today, 800-888-2800 for PJC Insurance, your choice for now and the future.
Or visit online at pjcinsurance.com.
What do you know? 2-0 Cardinals after a half an inning as the Texas League season, the inaugural season, is underway. Live right here on Jock 98.7. We're also live around the world. We know that the Jock frequency can cover a lot of ground in the Ozarks. But for Springfield Cardinals family and friends, yes, baby, we are live around the world on the Internet. All thanks to the Jock. You can get there by visiting the Cardinals website at springfieldcardinals.com and click on the Listen Live link on the homepage. Jeremy Cook, the right-hander, who shined on Saturday against the big league club. He'll kick and fire first pitch. We are underway here in the bottom half of inning number 1 as Reggie Willits leads things off. Cook's pitch misses outside, and it's 1-0. Reggie Willits, Alberto Callaspo, and then Erick Aybar to get her going here for Arkansas as the Cards have a 2-0 lead. 1-0 offering from the right-hander. Cook misses outside, and it's quickly 2-0. Reggie Willits, last year at Rancho Cucamonga of the California League, a .285 hitter, 5 home runs, 52 RBIs, and 45 steals at the top of the order. Cook's next offering misses outside, and he falls behind here 3-0. Sean Boyd, 2 pitches into this game, doubles hard to left field, and then Travis Hansen, a home run out to right center. Just 3 batters into this ball game, a 2-0 Springfield lead. The 3-0 pitch is right across the heart of the plate, and Cook finds the zone finally. It's 3-1. The right-hander, Jeremy Cook, 6'6". He's a big guy, 235. Yuba City, California native. 3-1 offerings, fouled away, left side, and it's a full count now with 3-2. A light crowd here in Arkansas, considering that it's opening night. Of course, every team would love to sell out opening night, but I would say there's probably in the neighborhood of 3,000 to 4,000 fans, if that. 3-2 now. The payoff pitch is upstairs for a ball. They appeal down to the third base umpire, and they say that Reggie Willits held up. So it's a leadoff walk, and not necessarily the greatest start for Jeremy Cook. He went to 3-0 before finally finding the zone, and it looked to me like Reggie Willits darn near pulled the trigger there. However, the third base umpire, which is Jason Stein, the crew chief, he says he was unable, or rather, he was able to hold up. So Cook now will work out of the stretch for the first time here this evening. First offering on the way to left-handed hitting. Alberto Callaspo is just inside with the fastball, and it's 1-0. That one didn't look like it missed by much. Gabe Johnson, the catcher here, will look towards the dugout for some signs, as I believe pitch is being called from the dugout. Next fastball. This one misses just outside. 2-0. Jeremy Cook struggling a little bit here in the early going with his control, but these last 2 pitches certainly not missing by much. Callaspo will watch Cook now step off and make a throw over to first, as you got to keep an eye on Reggie Willits. He brings speed to the table with 45 swipes last year in the California League. Cook coming home now with the 2-0 offering. This is outside, and the count goes to 3-0. Second consecutive hitter that Jeremy Cook has gone 3-0 to. Erick Aybar waits on deck. Cook from the stretch. Coming home now with the 3-0 offering. It's outside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks to open up the ball game, and the Cards 2-0 lead. Slightly in danger here with the tying runs now on board. And here comes pitching coach Blaze Ilsley out of the dugout to have a quick word with his big, tall right-hander. Setting the Springfield Cardinals defense for you. Again, it's Gabe Johnson behind home plate, working with Jeremy Cook, the right-hander. Around the infield from third to first, it's Travis Hansen down there at the hot corner. Milko Jaramillo, he's at short. Matt DeMarco, who homered in the exhibition series against the St. Louis Cardinals back at Hammonds on Sunday afternoon. DeMarco is the second baseman. Andy Schützenhoffer is the first baseman. Outfield from left to right, Sean Boyd, Reid Gorecki, and Tyler Mingus. Third consecutive left-handed hitter to step up to the box now to face right-hander Jeremy Cook. Runners at first and second on consecutive walks. And you've got some speed out there on the bases. First offering on the way to Erick Aybar. A swing and a foul at the plate. And Cook trying to establish a first pitch strike does so. 0-1. 2-0 Springfield on the 2-run home run by Travis Hansen here in the early going. A little bit of wind blowing out to right center field. That may have helped the Hansen drive. Certainly would have gone far enough off the wall to get the Hutton home, if nothing else. There's a ground ball on the right side. Schützenhoffer going to go down to second base, where Milko Jaramillo will accept the throw. It's a good decision by Schützenhoffer. As the ball was hit to his right on the right side of the infield, Milko getting over to the second base bag. The reason it's a good decision is you get one of those lead runners, you eliminate a man from scoring position, and even though now there's a man down there at third base, and sure, a sacrifice fly will bring him home, you've got a double play threat up there at the plate in the form of Mike Napoli. So by keeping the double play in order here, Jeremy Cook potentially could get out of this inning with no damage done. Runners at the corners, one away. Erick Aybar bounces into the fielder's choice. He's over there at first. Down there at third is Reggie Willits. 3-6 on the putout. Oh, by the way, to get Alberto Callaspo for the first out of the first inning here for Arkansas. Mike Napoli takes it outside, and it's 1-0. Napoli, a big, strong, right-handed hitter. 282 last year in the Cal League with 29 home runs and 118 RBIs. Here's a throw down to second base as the runner is on the move. The throw dug out by Matt DeMarco, and it's not in time. Picking up the steal and now eliminating the double play possibility is Erick Aybar. First steal of the year for him. For the first inning, I think that goes without saying. Last year he picked up 51 bags in the Cal League. Now the double play threat is eliminated. The infield right now will play back for Springfield as they'll trade the run for the out. Napoli with the count 2-0 on him. 2-0 on the way from Jeremy Cook. This is up and in, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Third time that Cook has gone 3-0 to a hitter here in the first inning. Tying runs in scoring position. 3-0 now on the way from Jeremy Cook. A fastball, and Napoli gets the green light, can't find it. Blew a smoker right on by him. 3-1. 29 home runs and 118 RBIs for Napoli last year, an MVP candidate in the California League. 3-1 now on the way. Here's a ground ball pulled right on out to the shortstop, Milko Jaramillo. The run will come in to score. However, the runner at second base, Erick Aybar, will stay put. The throw over to Schützenhoffer from Jaramillo is in plenty of time. 6-3. Give Mike Napoli his first RBI of the season, and the Travelers are on the board. It's 2-1. .6-3 ground out produces an RBI. And here's Tommy Murphy now. Tying run in scoring position out there at second base. Murphy up there in the left-hander's batter's box. A .260 hitter last year for the Arkansas Travelers here at the AA level. 7 home runs and 45 RBIs. Cook's first offering misses upstairs, and it's 1-0. Murphy with a slightly open stance. Cook with the offering. It's popped up left side, drifting into foul territory. Travis Hansen right there in front of the rail. This one will stay in foul territory and not get out of play, giving Hansen a chance to make good. Grab that foul ball. Murphy fouls out. The inning is over, and Cook gets out of what could have been a real tough inning. He goes 3-0 to 3 different hitters, but certainly battled when he absolutely needed to. Travs do pick up a run here in the bottom half of the first, and we've got ourselves a little bit of a high-scoring affair already here in the early going. We move to the second. It's the Cards 2, the Travelers 1 here on Jock 98.7.
Hosting a business meeting or a large gathering, Merced's Cabana Room is the perfect place. Merced's Cabana Room will handle everything: food, waiters and bartenders, even a projection screen for video presentations or satellite TV or music. Choose your favorite cuisine or restaurant, and from there, get ready for a stress-free affair. Merced's Cabana Room is located at 322 South Campbell, with convenient parking across the street. Make your next meeting special at Merced's Cabana Room. Call 619-2653 for reservations.
What's in the bag?
You buy something.
I got a great deal.
And soon you realize...
I can't believe you bought that.
It's no bargain. You needed something better. But you can get the right auto coverage at the right price from a State Farm agent you can count on. Call today. Find out why more people trust State Farm for car insurance.
You still got the receipt.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Providing insurance and financial services.
In Bolivar, see Guyana Andrews, and in Springfield, see Jim Roebuck.
KWTO FM Springfield, Jock 98.7.
Software special and premium computer system.
889-5885.
After one inning here at Ray Winterfield, the Springfield Cardinals leading the Arkansas Travelers by a score of 2-1. Mike Linscott welcoming you back to the ballpark here in Arkansas. Travs get a run without the aid of a hit. A couple of walks, obviously hurting the cause of Jeremy Cook. Hopefully he'll settle down after a couple of first-inning walks. We go to the second, and for the Cards, it'll be Tyler Mingus, along with Matt DeMarco and Milko Jaramillo. 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Cardinals. Mingus takes a look at a called strike, and it's 0-1. Next offering by Stephen Shell is a fastball outside part of the plate. It's 0-2. Resetting the umpires, home plate man calling balls and strikes is David Rackley. Down there at first base, Stephen Fritzoni. And the crew chief down there at third base is Jason Stein. They play with 3 umpires here at the Double-A level. 0-2 on the way to Tyler Mingus, a right-handed hitter. This one's in the dirt. Tyler will politely lean over, pick it up, hand it off to the catcher, Mike Napoli. 1-2. Tyler Mingus, the starting right fielder here on opening night. 267 last year for Mingus in the Double-A Eastern League. The 1-2 offering, a breaking ball from Stephen Shell. Just misses outside, and it's 2-2. Last year for Tyler Mingus, he was a member of the Akron Arrows of the Eastern League. Cleveland Indians Double-A affiliate, hit 267 with 11 home runs and 40 RBIs in 89 games. Mingus takes it outside now, and it's a full count at 3-2. 3-2 now on the way to Tyler Mingus. Popped him up on the infield. The second baseman, Alberto Callaspo, will drift out into shallow right center field where he'll glove it. And there's one away for Springfield here in the top half of inning number 2. So Mingus pops up to second. That'll bring up Matt DeMarco. DeMarco, a left-handed hitter. He was a Rule 5 guy, formerly of the Florida Marlins system. Obtained by the St. Louis Cardinals in the most recent Rule 5 draft last December. He has the distinction of being the first ever Springfield Cardinals player to homer at Hammons Field, albeit in an exhibition game. The second baseman did it out there to right field here on Sunday afternoon against Mark Mulder of the St. Louis Cardinals. He takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Quickly back to work is Stephen Shell. Fastball inside part of the plate, and it's 0-2 on DeMarco. He wears number 3 on the back of his road gray uniform. DeMarco digging in. Stephen Shell, the right-hander, with the 0-2 delivery. This one's in the dirt. As it misses way outside, 1-2. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Springfield. 1 run, no hits, no errors for Arkansas. We're in the top of inning number 2. 1 out, nobody on the 1-2 on the way to Matt DeMarco. Way inside, it got him right in the back. So Stephen Shell, who struggled a little bit with his control, falling behind a couple of hitters in that first inning. He also walked Pablo Bolivar. Gives up the beanball right here to Matt DeMarco on a 1-2 pitch. So DeMarco becomes the first base runner here in this second inning. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Milko Jaramillo. Milko, M-I-L-K-O. Nothing tough about that, right? DeMarco gets his lead. First offering on the way to Jaramillo. Fastball is fouled out of play right side, and it's 0-1. Jaramillo split time between 3 different levels last year in the St. Louis system. He was in the Midwest League with the Peoria Chiefs, the former St. Louis affiliate of the Midwest League. Spent time in Palm Beach of the Florida State League and spent the majority of the year at the AA level with Southern League's Tennessee Smokies, where he hit .223 with 5 home runs and 29 RBIs. This is technically his first full season at AA. Phenomenal defensive player is the scouting report on Jaramillo. And obviously hitting .223 last year at the AA level, you see where maybe the weakness is, and obviously he will try to improve upon that here in the 2005 season. Looked sharp at the plate in the exhibition series against the St. Louis Cardinals here just this last weekend at Hammons Field, as he looked very good with the bat. With 1 out, DeMarco gets his lead over there at first. The 0-1 offering to Jaramillo with a slow bender that drops in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Waiting on deck, Sean Boyd, who led off the ball game 2 pitches in with a double over the head of the left fielder. With 1 out, DeMarco his lead at first. And the 0-2 on the way to Jaramillo. Just did get a piece of it, fouling it back here to the screen. It's 0-2. The bottom half of this frame, we will check Texas League scores as all 8 teams begin play here tonight in the 2005 regular season. Back to work now is the right-hander Stephen Shell. The 0-2. On the way now to Milko Jaramillo. Going the other way. That is a foul ball down the right field line. Boy, right there on top of it was the first base umpire, Steve Fritzoni. That one looked like a winner to me. Skidded right there on the foul stripe before it got to the bag. And again, it was drifting to the right. Apparently not good enough, says Fritzoni. Coaching first base, not the hitting coach, Dallas Williams, but Bo Robinson, who is on the bench tonight and is getting a little bit of a workout down there in the first base coach's box. He doesn't put up much of a fight, so I guess we'll go along with that. Still 0-2 on Jaramillo. DeMarco his lead. Jaramillo waiting for the pitch. It's grounded foul again. This time easy to see as it's a foul ball down the right field line, and we'll do it all over again, 0-2. Just glad to see that the rain is not a threat here tonight. We checked the weather report, and they said scattered showers or light sprinkles, as I like to call it. 0-2 on the way. They pitch out, and DeMarco hanging tight over there at the bag at first. So now 1-2 on Jaramillo. Milko wearing number 10 on the back of his road gray jersey. Of course, the Springfield Cardinals road uniforms, very similar to what the St. Louis Cardinals would wear. Road gray. The red batting helmets, red sleeves, red socks with the white and blue stripes. The 1-2 on the way to Jaramillo is a hard ground ball down to the third baseman, Greg Porter. To second for 1. Relay to first. He is in time for the double play. Around the horn it goes, 5-4-3, and the 1-out hit by pitch ends up to be nothing in the run column for the Springfield Cardinals as they essentially go quietly here in the second inning. We move to the bottom half of the second with the Cards leading it 2-1 on Jock 98.7.
It's hard to say in advance just who will win the game, but it's easy to say who will win when it comes to home financing. He who picks Systematic Savings and Loan for his loan. He'll be the winner. For over 80 years, Systematic has helped area residents to acquire the home of their dreams with the aid of Systematic's home financing. If you're thinking of a new home, see Systematic now. An equal housing lender, Systematic is located at 318 South Avenue in downtown Springfield. Would you like to work for a business that would guarantee you that you'd be appreciated every day on the job? A place that certifies you as a hopes and dreams professional the first day of your career? Well, if you work well with distinct personalities and have a natural ability to be understanding, Arc of the Ozarks is looking for you. Applications are now being accepted for employment. Call the Arc of the Ozarks between the hours of 8 and 5, Monday through Friday at 864-7887 for an interview. Call Arc of the Ozarks at 864-7887. The Arc of the Ozarks is an equal opportunity employer.
Leading off the settlers, left fielder, David Gates.
Nothing quite like opening night. Michael and Scott welcoming you back to the ballpark here, Ray Winder Field in Little Rock, Arkansas, for game one of a 140-game season. And they're all coming right at you, right here on the Jock 98.7. Jeremy Cook, who struggled with his control in the first inning, trying to get things going in the second. Will fire a fastball. And unfortunately, David Gates takes it outside, so it's 1-0. Next offering to Gates is a fly ball launched to left field and deep. Sean Boyd looking up, and it's gone. We are tied at 2. Looked like Jeremy Cook just threw the fastball, and David Gates was sitting all over it. 20 home runs last year in Rancho Cucamonga for the right-handed hitting David Gates, and he takes Jeremy Cook out of the yard in a hurry here. A line drive home run, no doubt about it. Over the fence in left field. We're tied at 2. The first hit of the game for the Arkansas Travelers. They scored a run without the aid of a hit in inning number 1. Consecutive walks to open the game in the first frame, and Mike Napoli ended up with an RBI on a ground out. Next man up, this is Greg Porter. He'll send a fly ball to fairly deep left field to Albert Boyd. Plenty of room. He'll set up. He'll make the grab. And one away. Here's Mike Elworth, the number 8 hitter. We're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the second. First offering on the way to right-handed hitting Mike Elworth from Jeremy Cook. Fastball right down the tube, and it's 0-1. One out, base is empty. Cook coming home with the 0-1 offering. This one misses a little bit down low. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll get you some Texas League scores here in a moment as everything is underway. We were the last game to get her going here tonight on opening night. 1-1 on the way to Mike Elworth. This one misses down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. 260 last year for Elworth. 6 home runs and 58 RBIs. He was a member of the Arkansas Travelers last season. Spent the entire season here at the AA level. 2-1 now on the way. Chased a bad one out of the zone there. Is the good slider riding hard out of the zone from Jeremy Cook. 2-2. Cook throwing the fastball. Throws a slider and a changeup. Apparently just learning the curveball and only experiments with it every so often. Here's a ground ball to Hopper, no problem. They'll go Jaramillo at shortstop. His throw across the diamond to Andy Schützenhofer. He's in plenty of time. 6-3, 2 away. Home run by David Gates to lead off the second inning has tied the game at 2-2. Here's the designated hitter, Chris Morris. First offering on the way to the left-handed hitter. Fouled at the plate. And it's 0-1. Chris Morris last year played in the California League, but not for the Anaheim Angels affiliate. He actually was a member of the Milwaukee Brewers farm system for the last several years. The 0-1 on the way to Morris now. This one is taken down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chris Morris played in High Desert of the California League, my former stomping grounds. And in fact, Chris was a 2-year High Desert guy. He was in High Desert in 03, same year as I was. There's a fly ball hit out to the center fielder. This is Reid Gorecki. He's going to be able to camp under this one no problem, and he'll make the 2-handed grab, and that'll do it in the second inning. So Jeremy Cook settles down nicely, retires the final 3 men he faces. However, he does give up the long home run to David Gates, as Gates picks up the first Arkansas Travelers hit of this 2005 season, and it goes over the fence. We are tied at 2 at the end of 2 on Jock 98.7.
This inning is brought to you in part by Database Systems, the only Apple computer specialist in Southwest Missouri. Database Systems is the only place to test drive everything from the Mac Mini to the top-of-the-line Power Mac G5 or any other computer from Apple. And Database Systems is your headquarters for the amazing iPod. For the best personal computer and the best digital music player, you need to go to Database Systems in the Galleria across Battlefield from the mall. In business since 1984.
G.L. Moore Tire and Automotive understands families and how important your family safety is to you. You want three things from your tires: traction, traction, traction. And that's what you get with a BF Goodrich Traction TA tire. More dry traction, more wet traction, more snow traction, plus up to a 70,000-mile limited warranty depending on speed rating. See warranty for details. Visit G.L. Moore Tire and Automotive today to get the right BF Goodrich Traction TA for your sedan, minivan, sports coupe, or mini SUV. G.L. Moore Tire and Automotive, Chestnut Expressway next to Federal Express.
Tied at 2 as we move on to the third inning. Mike Linscott, comb like comb, here at Ray Winder Field in Arkansas. Some Texas League scores for you, and I mentioned earlier, we're the last game to fire it up here in the Texas League. Only other score going on in the East Division. Top half of the seventh inning. Tulsa clinging to a 1-0 lead over Wichita. Other scores from the West Division. Frisco, the defending Texas League champs. They lead the Midland Rockhounds in Midland 4-3. That's in the sixth. Corpus Christi in San Antonio tonight. They're in the fourth. And the San Antonio Missions with a 1-0 advantage over the Hooks. Hooks of Corpus Christi, Houston Astros affiliate. Top of the order for the Springfield Cardinals to get her going here in the third. It'll be Sean Boyd, Reid Gorecki, Travis Hansen. 1, 2, and 3. Stephen Shell starts off. Boyd with a strike. The next offering misses down low. And it's 1-1. Sean Boyd, just 2 pitches into the Texas League season. Doubles hard to left field. He comes around to score on the 2-run home run off the bat of Travis Hansen. That, at the time, gave Springfield a 2-0 lead. Since then, a run in the bottom half of inning number 1 for Arkansas. They tie the game on a David Gates solo shot out of here to left field. Right now we're tied at 2. Boyd swings and misses at the 1-1 offering, so it's 1-2. Next offering from Stephen Shell. This misses down and away. The slider out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sean Boyd with a slightly open stance. The right-handed hitter. Next offering is driven to right field and fairly deep. Backing up is Tommy Murphy, but he's got some room and he'll make the catch. Boyd got some good wood on it, trying to go the other way. His double in the first inning, he pulled it hard to left. This one, he takes it the other way. And lines out hard to Tommy Murphy in right field. So 1 out, and here's Gorecki. Laid down a beautiful sacrifice bunt that at the time looked to be setting the Springfield Cardinals up for an RBI opportunity with possibly a sacrifice fly. The only thing was Travis Hansen decided to hit it a little further than your average sacrifice fly. It ended up going over the wall in right center field. And I do rock. First pitch called, strike on Gorecki. Next offering from Stephen Shell. A slider that misses down and away out of the zone. 0-1. So we know Gorecki can bunt. Last year, he was a .277 hitter in Palm Beach. 8 home runs, 47 RBIs, and 23 stolen bases. Had a sensational year, and he was added to the Cardinals' 40-man roster. He swings and misses at the Shell offering. 1-2. Gorecki is a right-handed hitter. 6'1", $180 out of East Rockaway, New York. 1-2 on the way to Gorecki. Strike 3 called right down the pipe. Gorecki just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball. Home plate umpire David Rackley brings up Reid Gorecki. 2 away for Stephen Shell, his second strikeout of the evening. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. 2 runs, just 1 hit, no errors for the Arkansas Travelers. Here's Travis Hansen. The left-handed hitter goes yard in his very first at-bat here in the Texas League and becomes the first Springfield Cardinal to A, drive in a run, B, homer, C, just be really cool. The 1-0 on the way to Travis Hansen. This one misses down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Hansen not exactly known as a power hitter. And I don't know how many home runs we're going to see Travis Hansen knock out of the yard here this year. His career numbers would not indicate that He is a strong power hitter. Here's a bad hop grounder to the shortstop, playing it nicely as Aybar, the throw across the diamond is just in time to get Travis Hansen. Hansen, a left-handed hitter going the other way. The infield here in Arkansas, well, groundskeeper Brock Phipps back in Springfield, he'd have a heyday trying to make this field pretty. Took some sort of a bad hop out there on the infield dirt, and it nearly clubbed Aybar right in the grill, but showing a fine glove there. He got a glove on it and then fired a strike across the diamond to get Travis Hansen. Excellent defensive play, 6-3. Cardinals go 1-2-3 for the first time tonight. After 2.5, we're tied at 2 on Jock 98.7.
The fourth frame of this game is brought to you by Battlefield Lanes in Springfield. Looking for great family fun? Enjoy Battlefield Lanes tonight. For your service and entertainment, Battlefield Lanes offers 32 lanes, automatic scoring, pool tables, snack bar, and bar. Your entertainment is our business at Battlefield Lanes. Bowl with us tonight at Battlefield Lanes, 1127 East Battlefield, at the corner of National and Battlefield, where the fun begins. Bring your Springfield Cardinal ticket stub for free shoe rentals.
The 2005 season is upon us, and the Springfield Cardinals are ready for their inaugural season. Follow your favorite minor league team by visiting the Cardinals website at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Purchase tickets to a game. Read up on your favorite Cardinals player. Sign up for the brand new newsletter, or take a look at hats and shirts available at the Cardinals team store. It's all online at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
The first of 4 here at Ray Winder Field, and tonight we move to the bottom of the third. Got ourselves a little 2-2 ball game. Mike Lindskog welcoming you back to Little Rock, Arkansas. Jeremy Cook, Stephen Shell, a battle of right-handers tonight. Tomorrow it'll be a battle of left-handers, as the former Oklahoma Sooner Buddy Blair will get the call against Joe Saunders, a fellow southpaw. Tomorrow night's game, 7:10, and again, barring any kind of rain delay, hopefully we'll get her going on time tomorrow night. Milko Jaramillo has the ground ball shot out to him at shortstop. Pops him in the glove after he has the bad hop. However, his throw across the diamond not in time. Well, you saw Erick Aybar adjust on a ground ball that was a bad hop. Milko Jaramillo had a little short hop, take a little funny hop due to the tough infield here in Little Rock, and he will be charged with the Springfield Cardinals' first error. A little bad hop popped him right in the glove, and unfortunately he couldn't hang on. Looked like he still had some time to make the play, but unfortunately down there at first base, Reggie Willits runs very well. So E6 charged against Jaramillo. Anybody else running that ball out maybe a victim of a strong throw from Milko Jaramillo. So the leadoff man is aboard for the third straight inning as the Travs threaten to break this 2-2 ball game. Jeremy Cook, the right-hander from the stretch. First offering on the way. Now there's a line shot into center field for a base hit. Alberto Callaspo will pick up the base knock. He's on board for the second time tonight, and the Travs with something going offensively here in inning number 3. Back-to-back base runners. On board at first and second. Here's Erick Aybar. Reached on a fielder's choice. Stole a base in the first. It's a 2-2 ball game here in the third. Aybar, a left-handed hitter, wearing number 6 on the back of his home white uniform. Travelers jerseys look very similar to what the Springfield Cardinals home jerseys would look like, with white jerseys, red trim, red hats, red socks. Not quite as decorated in the sock department as Springfield would be. First pitch to Aybar, taken outside. It's 1-0. Cook from the stretch. The right-hander going to wheel around and make what looked to be a little bit of an awkward throw, but it was a strike right on back there to Jaramillo. However, diving back in safely is Reggie Willits. Normally a right-hander, when he's going to make a move to second base, he will wheel to his left and then bring the right arm through with the motion. Instead, Jeremy Cook wheeled to his right, hence making it look a little bit awkward, but you know what? He got off a strike to the shortstop Jaramillo. Just back to the bag in time safely was Reggie Willits. The 1-0 to Aybar is grounded foul down the right field line towards the Arkansas bullpen. It's 1-1. We'll check Major League scores for you here during this half frame. 1-1 pitch to Aybar is fouled away. Out of play on the left side as he tries to go the other way with it. 1-2. Lurking on deck is Mike Napoli, who knocked in the first Travelers run of the game with an RBI ground out. That was back in the first. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. 1-2 now on left-handed hitting Erick Aybar. Jeremy Cook, who works from the third base side of the rubber. Tall right-hander now kicks up the leg and comes back to second, but no throw. The crowd chanting Bach, but we all know that you can fake a throw to second, or fake a throw to third for that matter, as long as someone's out there. No faking throws to first. Now ready for the 1-2 pitch to Aybar. Bounces in the dirt. Keeping it in front of him is Gabe Johnson. However, everybody's going to move up. Johnson did a nice job to block that ball, and it'll be a wild pitch assessed against Jeremy Cook. So everybody moves up. Willits to third. Callaspo down to second. Jeremy Cook, he continues to struggle a bit with his control. We'd like to see Aybar put the ball in play, and if he's going to move any runners up, make an out to do it. Instead, the runners move up to second and third, respectively, and still nobody out. 2-2 on the way to Aybar. Grounded foul down the right field line. It'll trickle. Still 2-2. Major League scores. Where would you like to start? St. Louis Cardinals have the day off, so we can't start there. Guess we'll start with another Missouri team, the Kansas City Royals. And an injury to Zach Greinke, their starting pitcher today. 2-2 on the way to Aybar, pulled foul again. Right side remains 2-2. Zach Greinke apparently hit with a line drive and had to leave the game. And after that, all Tigers. 7-3 today, Detroit, as they knock off Kansas City. I think Greinke left sometime in the third or fourth inning. 2-2 on the way to Aybar, popped up left side. That one will drift out of play, however, as Travis Hansen will run out of room. Still 2-2. Other games in the American League. Cleveland going to the 11th inning, tied at 5. They lay a 6 spot down on the White Sox. And the Indians roll 11-5, picking up their first win of the 2005 season. 11-5, Cleveland over the Chicago White Sox. 2-2 on the way now to Aybar, just outside. Johnson tried to frame it, but he lost the handle as it bounces in and out of his glove. The pitch was just outside on a full count of 3-2. Bad one here would load him up for Mike Napoli, who is a dangerous power threat. He waits on deck. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Payoff pitch coming to Erick Aybar now. Grounded foul. This has been a marathon at bat for the left-handed hitting Aybar. Stays alive. It's still 3-2. Other scores in the American League. From Baltimore, a low-scoring game. Danny Herron, the former St. Louis Cardinal, started the game for the Oakland Athletics and pitched very well. Gave up a run in the first, but that was it. They are in the 8th. Oakland and Baltimore tied at 1. 3-2 on the way from Cook. A swing and a foul tip into the glove of Gabe Johnson. That's a big strikeout right there. Everybody holds up. At third, Willits. At second, Callaspo, and they have to stay put as Erick Aybar finally retired on a 3-2 pitch as Cook picks up his first strikeout of the night. One gone here in the third. And now it'll be up to Mike Napoli if the Travelers want to break this 2-2 tie and potentially take their first lead of the game. Cards got on the board in the first inning, scoring a 2 spot on the long home run by Travis Hansen to right center field. First pitch on the way to right-handed hitting Mike Napoli now. Take it down low. 1-0. Cardinals baseball all season long. You're listening to it right now on Jock 98.7.
KWTO-FM Springfield. This break in Springfield Cardinal baseball action is sponsored by Reliable Chevrolet.
One 0 on the way to Napoli is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. One out. Cook from the stretch, and the 1-1 on the way to Napoli. A little ground ball. Looks like it skidded off of Napoli's foot. Good job by the home plate umpire, David Rackley, to immediately throw up the hands and indicate foul ball as it ricocheted right out to Jeremy Cook. 1-2 is now Cook with the count in his favor. Well, this would be some kind of wonderful if Jeremy Cook could maneuver his way off the hook here in inning number 3 with runners at second and third and nobody out. He was able to finally strike out Erick Aybar. Now 1-2 on Mike Napoli. Next offering on the way. Fastball got him. Swung on and missed as Napoli down on strikes. First 2 innings, no strikeouts for Jeremy Cook. Now back-to-back punch-outs for the right-hander. His first 2 of the night. 2 down, and again, I repeat, everybody holds their positions out there on the bases. Here's Murphy. Murphy fouled out to Travis Hansen over there in the third base side. Back in inning number 1. First offering on the way to left-handed hitting, Tommy Murphy. Fastball outside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. Tommy Murphy, a switch hitter. Slightly open stance as a left-handed hitter. Cook, big tall right-hander coming in with the 0-1 offering, a swing and a miss. And wow, Jeremy Cook with some presence of authority as he's coming after hitters now. Perhaps finally settling into the groove after being a little shaky there. A couple of walks in the first inning. Cook coming right after these last few hitters. 0-2 on Tommy Murphy. With runners at second and third. Cook's 0-2 offering. A swung on and a line shot out to the right fielder. However, right at Tyler Mingus. Don't move. He's got it. Murphy hit it right on the button. And indeed, Jeremy Cook will wiggle off the hook. No rhyme intended. Runners at second and third. Jeremy Cook, a little bit of a grin on his face as he'll walk back to the dugout. He leaves those runners stranded as he gets Aybar and Napoli swinging, and Murphy, although he hits it right on the button, he hits it right to Tyler Mingus. We played 3 from Arkansas. We've got ourselves a 2-2 tie on Jock 98.7.
See your Chevy dealer of the Ozarks today for the most complete lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs. No matter what you're looking for, Chevrolet has a model that'll fit your needs. See your Chevy dealers of the Ozarks and get great deals on 2005 and 2006 Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs. Hurry into your Chevy dealer of the Ozarks or visit them online at www.ChevyDealersOfTheOzarks.com today.
Fast Break Sports is the headquarters for both Springfield and St. Louis Cardinals apparel and memorabilia with the best selection of merchandise in the area. Come into Fast Break Sports, located in Battlefield Mall today for your St. Louis or Springfield Cardinals team jersey, just in time for the first pitch on opening day. And if you happen to be a fan of another team, Fast Break Sports has your team's jersey too. Yes, even Cub fans. Fast Break Sports in Battlefield Mall, headquarters for Cardinal merchandise.
B7. Oh, I can't repeat that one. 2-2 as we welcome you back to the ballpark here at Ray Winder Field. 079. Playing a little bingo here on opening night. And bingo was his name. Jeremy Cook getting out of a tough third inning situation with runners at second and third and nobody out. Erick Aybar fights and finally loses the battle. As Jeremy Cook strikes him out on a tough 3-2 pitch. He blows down Mike Napoli, and then on an 0-2 pitch, Tommy Murphy rips one to the right fielder, Tyler Mingus. However, right to Tyler Mingus. In fact, first pitch swinging, Papo Boulevard, ground ball to the right of the second baseman. However, Alberto Callaspo shows some good range, plants, and gets Papo Boulevard with a strong throw. Quickly one away here in the top of the fourth inning for the Springfield Cardinals. 4-3, pretty nice play there by Callaspo. Here's Gabe Johnson. So Jeremy Cook, after surrendering a run in the first and one in the second on the home run to David Gates, boy, did he settle down nicely. Back-to-back punch-outs, and those were his first 2 strikeouts in the contest. And then he gets Murphy to leave runners stranded at second and third. And most importantly, keep the game tied at 2. Stephen Shell's first offering to right-handed hitting Gabe Johnson. It swung on and fouled out of play right side. It is 0-1. We'll check the National League board for you when we get to the bottom half of the fourth. 0-1 on the way to Gabe Johnson. A swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Johnson wearing number 5 on the back of his road gray jersey. 6'1", $195. Former third-round draft choice back in 1998. Played some infield in his day. He's had a bit of a transition period throughout his career, going from infielder to catcher to infielder, and now back to catcher, I think, is how the scenario panned out. 1-2 pitch, down in the dirt. Count evens up at 2-2. Johnson, a right-handed hitter out of Delray Beach, Florida. One away, and the base is empty in this 2-2 contest. The 2-2 on the way to Johnson. It's popped up and out of play, right side. Looks like some of those empty seats got slightly filled up, however, not nearly close to a capacity crowd here in Arkansas. And to be quite honest with you, I don't even remember what this place holds. But I know that a little bit of sprinkling today kind of dampened the spirits of some fans here in Little Rock, as they would have liked to have sold out this game here tonight. Fastball on 2-2, misses just high to Gabe Johnson. The crowd will show their displeasure with home plate umpire David Rackley. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Johnson. Shell quickly back to work, the high leg kick, and the 3-2 pitch down and away for ball 4. So a good eye on that 2-2 offering, and finally Shell concedes by putting on Gabe Johnson. Second walk issued by the right-hander. Go-ahead run over there at first base, and here's Andy Schutzenhofer. A ground ball comebacker to Steven Shell in his only at-bat, 0 for 1. First offering on the way to left-handed hitting. Andy Schutzenhofer misses down and away, and it's 1-0. Talking to the Little Rock front office personnel, including their manager of public relations and radio broadcaster Phil Elson, he said that there's all kinds of Springfield media in attendance tonight. And of course, I knew this coming in. Everybody wanted to know who to contact in Little Rock for the Cardinals opener. And as far as the media is concerned, we very much say thank you for your support in helping us make Cardinal baseball what it is and what it will become here in 2005. 1-0 on the way to Andy Schutzenhofer. Here she comes now from right-hander Steven Shell, fouled out of play. Up here at press row, this is no Hammons Field press box. This is an open-air deal. Basically a long picnic table. I look down the way and I see familiar faces. Beat writer Kerry Booyer in attendance here. Scott Purrier, both those gentlemen from the News Leader. Giving them some love. Kerry had the opportunity to go down to spring training and track the Cardinals, and I'm a jealous man, Kerry Booyer. A jealous man. He came back with a tan, and Linscogg's just pasty white. 1-1 on the way to Schutzenhofer now. Fouled out of play, 1-2. But we definitely want to applaud the coverage of the News Leader, and again, all the spectacular coverage from spring training. Very nice, my friend. And Purrier, easy in the articles and the columns, my friend. Of course, you can catch Scott Purrier and Ned Reynolds daily on the Sports Reporters. You going back after the game tonight there, Scott Purrier? Yeah, you going to make the Sports Reporters tomorrow morning? I'm sure the Springfield Cardinals will be a very hot topic on the Sports Reporters coming up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. with Ned Reynolds and Scott Purrier right here on the Jock. With 1 out, Schutzenhofer, who fouled off the last pitch, ready to go. Steven Shell, a look at Gabe Johnson, 1-2 again on the way to Schutzenhofer. Line drive, 2 hops, backing up is Callaspo to Aybar for 1. Relay to first is in time. A 4-6-3 double play, and that is an assist to Sell double play. Our second of the night, as all double plays this season sponsored by Assist to Sell. That'll do it for the Springfield Cardinals here in the top half of the 4th inning. A 1-out walk goes for naught as they bang into their second double play of the night, 4-6-3. We move to the bottom half of the 4th. Still the Cards and the Travs tied at 2 on Jock 98.7.
The 4th inning is brought to you by Ace High Refrigeration. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning Units has been a fixture in American homes for over 100 years. And now, American Standard would like to tell you about their new Allegiance 18 system. The Allegiance 18 is so quiet you won't even know it's working and offers the new 2-row spine-thin coil, providing maximum comfort for your home. And as a bonus, American Standard is offering no payments until January 2006. For complete information, call your American Standard dealer, Ace High Refrigeration at 732-1782.
This inning is brought to you by the Oklahoma State University Sports Medicine Program in Tulsa. Go where the pros go. Every surgeon is fellowship trained in sports medicine. Their goal is to get you back to play without pain. OSU Sports Medicine in Tulsa, Oklahoma is a short drive from anywhere. From baseball to ballet, call today and get back in the game. 1-800-876-5664. That's 800-876-5664. Oklahoma State University Sports Medicine in Tulsa.
One of the features here that makes Ray Winder Field so very special. They don't play a lot of music. They have the capabilities. They've got a nice mixing board up here in the press box, just like every other baseball team in minor league baseball. However, they employ a very old-school organist. And they've had that here, well, certainly in my 2 years now in the Texas League, and they've been doing this for a long time. They choose to get away from the, the Skinnerd and the usher, cowbell, all that good stuff. A lot of organ here. Between innings, they were playing a little Hey Jude on the organ. Definitely one of the things that makes Ray Winder Field so very special here in Arkansas. The fact that probably one of the only teams in the nation to have an organist. To the home half of the fourth inning now. Tied at 2, Jeremy Cook. Who will he take a look at here, you may ask? Well, I'm wondering the very same thing. David Gates, Greg Porter, Mike Elwert, 6, 7, and 8. Gates, remember, took Cook yard in his last at bat. 1 for 1. Gates takes a strike, outside corner, and it's 0-1. Right-hander Jeremy Cook into his line, the 0-1 offering. This misses down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, talking about all the local media coverage here flooding the Little Rock, Arkansas area. And we definitely want to say thank you to all the media sources. I mentioned the news leader by name and 2 gentlemen to my right that are up here on press row. More or less just kissing up to them. Just because they're right here. Just because they're right here and they can hear me. But, no, we definitely want to thank all the media sources throughout the Ozarks, the Springfield community, and, shoot, even the entire states of Missouri and Arkansas, Oklahoma. We had all kinds of media coverage here over the weekend against the St. Louis Cardinals. 1-1 pitch is inside, and now how do you like that? David Gates was standing there in the batter's box. He didn't even think he got hit. The home plate umpire, David Rackley, says, "Son, you're on your way to first base." Rackley, the home plate umpire, sending David Gates down to first, and if I'm the Hammer, I'm coming out and arguing. That's exactly what he does. I don't know about using the word arguing to fit the description there. As he'll meander on out to the home plate area and just ask for a quick explanation. And Maloney, who at first glance probably looks like a guy that, well, just doesn't look like he fires up very often. And I guess until we're proved otherwise, that's the assessment that I'm going with. Kind of a mild-tempered guy, and until we see something to really blow his fuse, well, I guess we'll find out later. There's a fly ball to left field and deep. Sean Boyd going back. He is at the track. He will reach up and over his shoulder, make his grab. He'll get it back into the second baseman, Matt DeMarco. As quickly back to first base goes David Gates. So Gates, who was hit by a pitch, retreats all the way back to first as he was thinking about going to third base until Sean Boyd, the left fielder, makes the grab deep at the track in left field. So Porter sees just one pitch before flying out to left. 1 gone here in the fourth. Man on first base, that's Gates. Here's Mike Elwert, who grounded out to short in his only at-bat. First offering on the way from Jeremy Cook is a called strike. 0-1. Cook working from the stretch, third base side of the rubber. Tall right-hander comes set at the belt, just above the belt anyway. And the 0-1 offering, this is down low and in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Scores from the National League, as promised. Cincinnati completes a 3-game sweep of the New York Mets. Boy, all that money they sank into Pedro, opening day starter. Carlos Beltran, he homered on opening day. Didn't do any good. The Mets fall to 0-3. Willie Randolph, the old New York Yankee, off to a tough start in his managerial career. 6-1 Cincinnati with a victory today at home over the New York Mets as they sweep New York right on out of Cincy. 1-1 on the way to Mike Elwert. It's a swing and a miss. Good off-speed stuff right there by Jeremy Cook, and it's 1-2. The Washington Nationals, or Le Expo Former, 2-1 now as they improve their record with a 5-4 10-inning victory in Philadelphia as they defeat the Phillies. Jose Vidro with a home run to help Washington into first place in the National League East. Pitch is fouled at the plate, and it's 1-2 right now on Mike Elward. He grounded out Jaramillo in his first at bat. Well, the game still going on in the National League. 4-1 Atlanta with the lead in Florida over the Marlins. 1-2 on the way, is in the dirt. Dave Johnson keeps it in front of him. Snap throw down to second base. Trying to move up, and doing so is David Gates. Wild pitch assessed to Jeremy Cook. I believe that is his second of the night. So now the go-ahead run is in scoring position with one away as the 1-2 pitch to Elward was in the dirt. Johnson again, another good job to knock it down to keep it in front of him, but squirting too far away. 2-2 now on the way to Elward. There's a line drive on one hop into center field for a base hit. Rounding third on his way home. Here's Gorecki with the throw to the plate. It is on the money. Did he tag him? Home plate umpire looking for the ball. Johnson's got it, and he says he's out. Cut down at the plate is David Gates on a strong throw from Reid Gorecki. Johnson made a slight tag on the way by, and the home plate umpire wanted to see the baseball in the glove of Gabe Johnson. He nodded his head and then put up the fist. Gorecki, 8-2, cutting down David Gates, and we are still tied at 2. What a shotgun arm from Gorecki in center field. I believe it was a one-hopper. Boy, I'll tell you what, the home plate umpire, David Rackley, I thought he'd be getting an earful from Tom Gamboa. It looked to me like Johnson missed the tag, but dugout is so close to the home plate area. Gamboa must have had a good look at it, or Gamboa obviously down there at third base in the coach's box. Didn't really do much chirping, so Johnson must have got the little flesh of the glove on the jersey. As David Gates, no sliding, he just tried to run right by him. First pitch was the call strike, now the 0-1. A hot shot, one hop out to Matt DeMarco. His throw a little bit high, but Schützenhofer is able to bring it down, and that'll do it here in inning number 4. A little bit of a wild inning defensively. Gorecki with a great throw, showing why he's a member of the 40-man roster. Defensively getting it done, keeping this game tied at 2. We move to the 5th, still tied at 2. Cards and Travs on Jock 98.7.
Billiards of Springfield wants you to have some fun. Just a short walk from the downtown ballpark next to the Shrine Mosque and Expo Center. Bring the whole family in before or after the game and enjoy 18 pool tables, air hockey, Golden Tee video games, great Angus beef burgers, cold drinks, and adult beverages. Billiards of Springfield, home of the Blue Room, available for private parties and business meetings. Open Monday through Sunday, happy hour Monday through Friday, 4 to 7, and all day Sunday. Billiards of Springfield, Jordan Valley Park's best kept secret.
Wow, a day at the ballpark. Hello? What? I'll have to call you back. I'm at the game.
Come on, man. Turn that thing off. We're trying to enjoy the game.
Oh, okay, but I can't figure
Just
out how.
turn the ringer off.
How? I'm pressing the right button.
Just turn it off.
But it won't go off.
Time for a trip to Choose Your Own Wireless, where they'll show you the ringer, but they won't put you through it. At Choose Your Own, you choose your service, your plan, and your phone. Find them at 2900 South Campbell, Cowan's Convenience Store in Stratford, and 2 locations in the Battlefield Mall. Choose Your Own Wireless, your locally owned, authorized Alltel agent.
Sometimes it's the little things that you can do to make your club even better. And it's the little things tonight for Reid Gorecki that have helped tie this game at 2. Mike Lindskog welcoming you back to Ray Winder Field. Reid Gorecki laying down a sacrifice bunt in his very first at-bat, hosing a guy at the plate in the 4th. What it means is it's a 2-2 ball game. As we move now to the 5th, it's Tyler Mingus, Matt DeMarco, Milko Jaramillo. Same 3 that batted in the second inning, 7, 8, and 9 hitters. And Mingus takes it up high for 1-0. Stephen Shell's next offering. Mingus rips this one down the left field line. This is going to go for extra bases. Tyler going to hit the bag at first, on his way for 2. And the left fielder, David Gates, will just nonchalantly get this ball into the shortstop, Erick Aybar. A leadoff double here for Tyler Mingus. The go-ahead run in scoring position for Springfield. Here's Matt DeMarco. Hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. I believe it was a 1-2 pitch, and he took it right in the back. no history between Stephen Shell and Matt DeMarco, so nothing to even get excited over. Just got away from it. For the runner at second, nobody out. DeMarco showing bunt, does so perfectly up the first base line. Stephen Shell, the only man up the first base line that can field it, and he will get it on over to the first baseman, Mike Elward. The sacrifice is completed. It is the second sacrifice bunt laid down tonight by Springfield. Nicely done by DeMarco as it goes 1-3. And now it'll be up to Milko Jaramillo to try to untie this ball game. A runner at third base, one out. That's Tyler Mingus, who has average speed down there at third base. Jaramillo grounded into the 5-4-3 twin killing in his only at bat. Infield is up tight for Arkansas, ready for a play at the plate. They don't want to see this game untied. The benefit here offensively for Springfield is if Jaramillo hits a hard ground ball and does so anywhere but right at an infielder, hopefully it'll sneak on through for a base knock. Takes the first pitch high for a ball, and it's 1-0. All the way around from third to first, everybody touching up on the infield grass as they're up close. The 1-0 to Jaramillo on the outside corner with the off-speed pitch, and the count evens up at 1-1. One now on the way to Milko Jaramillo. There's a hard ground ball into center field, and indeed this game is untied. It's 3-2 as Jaramillo will come up with an RBI single, his first hit of the season. Tyler Mingus with the leadoff double. He'll score from third. 3-2 Cardinals. For Jaramillo, he had just 29 RBIs at the AA level last season for the Tennessee Smokies. Here in his Springfield debut, 1 for 2 with an RBI base knock to untie the game here in the fifth. 3-2 Cards. Back to the top of the order now for Sean Boyd, who's hit the ball hard both times tonight. Ripped one to left over the left fielder David Gates for a double. He came around to score on the Hansen 2-run homer. And then going the other way, Boyd lined out hard to the right fielder, Tommy Murphy. Takes it up high for ball 1-0. 3-2 Cardinals. Jaramillo gets a pretty good-sized lead over there at first, being held on by Mike Elward. The 1-0 to Sean Boyd, fouled at the plate, and it's 1-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Springfield. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Arkansas. We're in the top half of inning number 5. Mike Lindskog with you from Ray Winder Field. Opening day 2005. It is the inaugural season, and this is the inaugural game for the Springfield Cardinals. Snap throw over to first base as Stephen Shell gets Jaramillo back to the bag. Boyd officially 1 out of 2 with a run scored. Reid Gorecki waits on deck. Another move over to first from right-hander Stephen Shell. Shell, a third-rounder back in 2001, is on the 40-man roster for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Sounds strange, doesn't it? Fouled at the plate. 1-2 on Sean Boyd. Boyd showing the high socks, as all of the Springfield Cardinal players are. Red socks with the blue and white stripes. Up there with a slightly open stance for the right-handed hitter. And now watching Stephen Shell make another move over to first base. Jaramillo, not a huge threat to run by any means. Just 1 stolen base last year for the Tennessee Smokies. Jaramillo total during the 2003 season is the 1-2 pitch is fouled at the plate. Count remains 1-2. Had a total of 3 stolen bases. 69 games in the Southern League for Tennessee, 15 games at the Florida State League for the Palm Beach Cardinals, and then 22 games for the Peoria Chiefs of the Midwest League. 3 stolen bases out of 7 attempts. 1-2 on the way to Boyd. Did he go around? They appeal. They think he held up. Breaking ball was out of the zone. Pretty close play there as Boyd looked like he might have broken the wrists. 2-2. The Hammer, Chris Maloney, down there coaching third for the Cardinals. Hands on his knees as Boyd digs back in. Waiting patiently for the right-hander. Jaramillo his lead. The 2-2 on the way to Sean Boyd. Ripped on the ground, but right to the third baseman. Porter down to the second baseman, Callaspo. And the throw to first is in time to get Sean Boyd. It is the third double play that the Cardinals have banged into here tonight. This one goes around the horn, 5-4-3 as Sean Boyd again hits the ball hard for the third time tonight. Again, this one, however, is right at the third baseman. However, the Cardinals do grab the lead. Tyler Mingus with the leadoff double, moves to third on the sack by DeMarco, comes in to score on Milko Jaramillo's RBI single. And at the end of 4.5, we are halfway home. 3-2 Cards on Jock 98.7.
The fifth inning is brought to you in part by Ernie Biggs Dueling Piano Bar in downtown Springfield.
Forget karaoke. Ernie Biggs Dueling Piano Bar is the place to be. At Ernie Biggs Dueling Piano Bar, you can request your favorite song and you can sing along. Ernie Biggs Dueling Piano Bar features musicians from around the country with different performers each weekend. The doors open at 7, performances start at 8. Enjoy great food and live entertainment you can't find anywhere else in Springfield. Ernie Biggs Dueling Piano Bar.
The fifth inning is sponsored in part by Chesterfield Eyeworks.
Are you having trouble seeing the baseball? Then maybe it's time for your annual eye exam at Chesterfield Eyeworks. Hi, I'm Dr. William Holmes, and if you don't want to miss any of the Cardinals action this season, call 889-7788 for an appointment today. We also have the most up-to-date frames and lens options and a great selection of non-prescription sunglasses. So make sure you can see the ball. Call 889-7788 at Chesterfield Eyeworks, where wearing glasses just got cool.
KWTO-FM Springfield. This break in Springfield Cardinal baseball action is sponsored by Reliable Chevrolet.
Well, Springfield Cardinals season is finally here, and it's not too late to think about ticket packages for 2005. Give the Cardinals ticket office a call at 417-863-2143 or visit them online at springfieldcardinals.com. Don't miss out on any of the great promotional nights like Fireworks Night and the giveaways. Whatever your schedule, the Springfield Cardinals have a ticket plan for you and your family. That's 417-863-2143 and springfieldcardinals.com. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
The Jock presents the most trusted weather now.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore from the Weather Channel. Still some clouds hanging about this evening, maybe some patchy drizzle, but then a clearing sky as we're heading into the overnight. So low around 40 degrees. Dry weather on Friday. We should see lots of sunshine, a high near 70. Easing to the low 70s on Saturday, partly cloudy. Then we could see a hit or miss shower or thunderstorm late Sunday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore from the Weather Channel.
I'm just glad we didn't see a thunderstorm here in Little Rock. Mike Lindskog welcoming you back to Ray Winder Field. 2 pitches and Reggie Willits is retired as he grounds one hard down to Andy Schutzenhofer at first base, who carries it to the bag for the 3 unassisted putout. Alberto Callaspo will step up with 1 out. Base is empty. 1-0 on the way from Jeremy Cook. This is outside, 1-1. Cards get a run in the top half of the 5th. They lead it 3-2. Callaspo, the number 2 hitter, has not been retired tonight. He's walked and singled, and now he pops up. Left center field, Gorecki and Boyd will converge, and it's going to be Sean Boyd making the little basket catch out to his left as he calls off Gorecki in the gap. It's probably Gorecki's ball, but Boyd gets it done. 2 away quickly for Jeremy Cook. Cards picking up the run in the top half of the 5th. Tyler Mingus with the leadoff double. Milko Jaramillo with a 1-out RBI knock right up the middle to plate Mingus from third. 2 outs, space is empty, and left-handed hitting Erick Aybar up there at the plate takes it up and away 1-0. One of the difficult things about this open-air press box here in Arkansas is the fact that there's no restroom, and I come back from doing my business, and Scott Purrier thinks he's jumping on the headphones. He was ready to do the 5th inning, but it's not that far away. Ground ball out to the second baseman, Matt DeMarco, with an easy play over to Schutzenhofer, and for Jeremy Cook, big right-hander is settling down. He works his first 1-2-3 inning of the night, and the Springfield Cardinals at the end of 5 They have the lead. It's 3-2 Cards. We move to the 6th here on Jock 98.7.
Are you ready to buy or build your dream home without putting money down? You need a full-service banker and broker. You need DirectLender.com of Springfield. Direct Lender Loan Specialists can custom fit you with the home loan you need. Direct Lender has the largest selection of home loans in America. You can even apply or check your loan status online 24/7. Call Direct Lender at 417-873-9700 or come visit us at 841 South Glenstone. Direct Lender is an equal housing opportunity.
A Springfield Cardinals baseball game may possibly be the greatest way to spend a summer evening. Organize a group. Bring some friends or clients out to a game and let the Cardinals treat you like VIPs. Call the Cardinals ticket office at 417-863-2143 or visit their website at springfieldcardinals.com for more information. Book a group right now and receive a free commemorative 2005 Cardinals coin for everyone in your group. Call 417-863-2143 to reserve a group night at a Springfield Cardinals game. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
Sports radio for the Ozarks.
Only we'd stopped it right there.
Sports reporters, weekdays at 9 o'clock.
You can pretty much count on it being blown to hell by 9:30.
Only on the Jock, 98.7 FM.
Despite a little bit of a threat of rain earlier today and about a 25-minute delay due to some drops, turned into a pretty darn good evening. Got my coat behind me, but just going with the long sleeves tonight. I didn't know about the weather, truthfully, coming into Arkansas. I knew it was going to be a little bit rainy, but I brought everything, from sock hat to sweater. I did not bring earmuffs, however. I have headphones, so, you could stay warm up here. Not quite summertime yet, but there's some short sleeves down there in the crowd. And indeed, it is a good-looking evening here, despite a little rain cloudage earlier today. We move to the 6th, 3-2 Cardinals. Steven Shell, the right-hander, facing Reid Gorecki now, who fouls the first offering out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Likewise, fouled out of play right side, and it's 0-2. Gorecki's had himself already a good little game here. A sacrifice in his first at-bat, helping move Sean Boyd down to third base. He struck out looking in the third, so officially 0 for 1. Gorecki with a fly ball to right field, fairly deep. Tommy Murphy moving back. Murphy now at the track, about 3 steps in front of the wall. He'll haul this one in, 1 away. Gorecki trying to go opposite field, but the right fielder, Tommy Murphy, with enough room out there to make the play. 1 out. That'll bring up Travis Hansen. 1 out of 2 for Travis. Big home run in the first inning. 2-run shot to put the Cardinals in front 2-0. In his last AB, he grounds out to the shortstop, Erick Aybar. First offering to left-handed hitting Travis Hansen is a called strike inside corner, and it's 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Springfield Cardinals. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Arkansas Travelers. Pitch is fouled back here to the plate, or back behind home plate rather, and it's quickly 0-2 on Travis Hansen. Wearing number 23 on the back of his road gray jersey, Travis Hansen, 6'2", 195-pounder out of Fort Orchard, Washington, my home state. 0-2 on the way, just outside of Travis. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Former 9th-round draft pick back in 2002. Hansen is 24 years old, wearing 23 on the back of that jersey. 1-2 on the way to Hansen now. A high fastball swung on and foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, Mike Napoli. For Steven Shell, just his 3rd strikeout of the evening. Number 4 hitter now, Papo Bolivar coming up. Bolivar 0 for 1. He walked and was stranded in the first. Grounded out to the second baseman in the 4th. First offering to Bolivar's jacked into the air in center field. Willits back there to the track, looking up, and it's gone. Papo Bolivar with the solo blast out of here to straightaway center field, and it's 4-2 Cards. Bolivar got it all. Willits just went back there to the track and looked up, anticipating perhaps that the wall would grow. Bolivar, right before he touches up home plate, points to the sky, looks up, and has his first home run of 2005. A pair of home runs tonight for the Springfield Cardinals. They come out of the 3 and 4 hitters, precisely where you'd like your home runs to come out of. Bolivar with the solo shot. He had 15 of them last year in the Southern League for the Tennessee Smokies. There's a broken back ground ball to the shortstop. Coming in, playing a tough hop is Erick Aybar. Throw to first is not in time. Or did he actually pull him off the bag? I know for a fact he pulled him off the bag, but we'll wait and see how it's scored. It will be ruled as a base hit, as they say the throw was not in time. Good-looking play by Aybar. He's played a couple of bad hops very well defensively at the shortstop position. However, the throw not strong enough this time to get Gabe Johnson, who legs out an infield single. So 1 on, 2 away. The home run by Bolivar has made it a 4-2 ball game, and now Springfield trying to threaten for even more here in inning number 6. Andy Schutzenhofer, the hitter, takes it down low and in the dirt, and it's 1-0. 4 runs now, 6 hits for the Cards. 1-0 on the way to Schutzenhofer. This is down low, 2 balls and no strikes. I promised you we were going to have some fun this year. Some having more fun than others. Men in road gray unis right now, having a little fun. 4-2 Cardinals. Johnson over there at first, and now he'll retreat back to the bag. Schutzenhofer will step out of the box, and out to the mound comes the pitching coach for the Arkansas Travelers, Keith Comstock. This gives us a chance to quickly touch on that National League scoreboard that we couldn't quite finish up. Last time we told you Atlanta had a 4-1 lead in the 9th inning over the Florida Marlins. They hang on for a 4-2 victory. Braves defeat the Marlins. Other games in the National League just underway. Pittsburgh and San Diego. And they are scoreless. That game is just underway. Bottom of the 9th is, again, we shift over to the junior circuit, if you will. Baltimore at home, trailing in the bottom of the 9th. A's 5, Orioles 1. Just underway, Texas in Anaheim to battle Los Angeles. Anaheim's about 45 minutes from L.A. Or at least that's how long it took me to drive there. Schutzenhofer fouls off the 2-0 pitch, and it's now 2-1 as we're back to live play. So there's a look at your Major League scoreboard, and we'll keep you up to date here a little bit later on when those games start going final. 2-1 pitch, outside corner for a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Opening night here at Ray Winder Field. First of 4 between these two clubs. Angels affiliate here in Arkansas. A former St. Louis Cardinals affiliate, and a lot of Cardinals fans here in the house tonight. 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. No one actually got a piece of the catcher, Mike Napoli. And the count, 2-2. Cardinal red in the crowd tonight. I even see some Springfield hats down there. Not a ton, but some representation, at least enough to notice. I myself only have a Cardinals jacket behind me. 2-2 on the way now. This is down low to Schutzenhofer. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And now over there at first base, Gabe Johnson. He'll get a jump. 2 outs. And the count full at 3-2. Waiting on deck, Tyler Mingus. He's the man that got things started back in the 5th. His double came around to score on the RBI hit by Milko Jaramillo. There goes the runner. 3-2 pitch fouled off, and we'll do it again. 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th. And then 1 here in the 6th on the home run by Papo Bolivar. For Arkansas, they get 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 2nd. Jeremy Cook has flirted with danger, in and out of trouble all night long, except for the last frame when he sat him down in order 1-2-3. First time tonight he's done that. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Mike Napoli. He'll hang on for strike 3. Schutzenhofer will go down swinging. He is 0 for 3 on the night, and for Steven Shelf, will pick up his 4th punch-out of the game. However, here in inning number 6, the solo drive to center field by Papo Bolivar has given the Cardinals a 2-run advantage. It's 4-2 as we go to the home half of the 6th here on Jock 98.7.
The 6th of Springfield Cardinal Baseball is brought to you by Sonic.
Sonic does a little trash talking.
Hey, Pete, having some tots?
Yeah, man, fueling up for the big game.
Mm-hmm. I'm working on my trash talking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hear some.
Okay. Oh, what's up? You think you're going to make more basketball points on the basketball court with shooting the basketball through the basketball rim than me? Well, check it out. We'll see about that, brah. Pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah, sweet and long.
Sonic, nothing goes better with sports.
What's in the bag?
You buy something,
I got a great deal.
and soon you realize
I can't believe you bought that.
it's no bargain. You needed something better, but you can get the right auto coverage at the right price from a State Farm agent you can count on. Call today. Find out why more people trust State Farm for car insurance.
You still got the receipt.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Providing insurance and financial services.
In Springfield, see Bob Berkey or Mike Breeding.
True fans often go to great lengths to show their support for the team. Fortunately, you don't have to go to great lengths to get a Springfield Cardinals checking account. You just have to go to Great Southern. Sign up now during the inaugural season and get this all-weather sports radio with your new account, as if you needed an extra incentive. Sport your Cards card wherever you go. Get more for your money at Great Southern.
For right-hander Jeremy Cook, his evening has come to an end as southpaw Randy Leak will now come on and take over. And for Cook, a little bit of a struggle early, but it's all about finishing strong. And right now he has set himself up nicely for what could be an opening day victory. 5 innings for Jeremy Cook. He allows 2 runs, both earned on 3 base hits. For Cook, he strikes out 2, he walks a pair, and he also hits a batter, but again, most importantly, he was able to settle down, work his way out of trouble. In the 5th, he threw his first 1-2-3 inning in the contest. But back in the 3rd inning, he allowed the first 2 hitters to reach base safely and wild pitched Reggie Willits and Alberto Callaspo up to 2nd and 3rd respectively. However, then struck out Erick Aybar, Mike Napoli, and then got Tommy Murphy to line out. First offering to Mike Napoli is a called strike from Randy Leak, and it's 0-1. Southpaw Leak into his line and delivery is crushed to left field and deep. Looking up, it's the left fielder, Sean Boyd. This one's going to hit off the top of the wall. Throw into second base will get on by Matt DeMarco. That one was literally just probably a foot or 2 from getting out of the yard as Napoli crushes it off the top of the wall in left center. Deepest part of the ballpark right there is it's 400 feet to left center field as the outfield wall actually juts out to straightaway center field. It's, well, short of 390 feet. And as you move from center field to left center, the wall actually goes even deeper. Pitch on the way here to Tommy Murphy is ripped into left field. First offering he sees. He strokes a base hit to left. Boyd charges, plays it on one hop. Holding at third base is Mike Napoli. Randy Leak has thrown 3 pitches here and has seen 2 balls just ripped. So Napoli down to third. Murphy is on board with a single, and now the tying runs are aboard. Nobody out. And here's David Gates, who homered off of Jeremy Cook back in inning number 2. So Randy Leak got to get things going here. The Levittown, New York native, 6 foot, 175 pounds. The southpaw here in a little bit of trouble in the early going. 4-2 Cardinals, but the Travelers threatening here with men at the corners in the 6th. Leak from the stretch. Offering on the way, outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Trying to get you some more Texas League scores, as it's been a while since we've updated your Texas League scoreboard. We'll do that momentarily. 0-1 on David Gates. Leak will make a move over to first as quickly dancing back to the bag on all fours is Tommy Murphy. Murphy is a threat to go. 27 steals with this same ball club here in Arkansas last season. Always a threat to move. Hopefully the left-hander Randy Leak can keep a good eye on it. Infield playing back. Trying to pick up a double play possibly. And concede the run down there at third. Another move over to first by Randy Leak. Gates, as we mentioned, homered in the 2nd, was clunked by Jeremy Cook in the 4th. Now time called as Gates steps out of the box. Texas League action for you. Just about to go final in Wichita, unless the Wranglers can come up with a run. They are in the top of the 9th inning. Tulsa 1, Wichita nothing in the other Eastern Division game here tonight. Check out the West Division momentarily. 1-1 as the pitch missed up and away to David Gates. Runners at first and third, nobody out, and now a right-hander now warming up in the Springfield bullpen. There's a line shot just to the right of Matt DeMarco, and he lets it short hop him. It gets it to right center field. We'll wait and see how it's scored. Here comes a throw from the right fielder, and it gets away from Travis Hansen. Fortunately, Randy Leak is right there to back it up. Everybody moves up. We'll wait and see how it's scored, and indeed that will be an error on Matt DeMarco. Little line drive, and rather than charging, he decided to try to play the short hop as it was just to his right, and somehow it got over his glove into right center field. The throw from Mingus gets away from Travis Hansen as Mingus really aired one out from right field. Hansen let it get by him. Randy Leak there to back it up, however. It's 4-3. Will be an RBI for David Gates, although he reaches E4 and advances to second on the throw to third. RBI for Gates is his second of the night. Infield is up for Springfield. Nobody out. Runners at second and third as the Travs are within a run. The 0-1 offering to Greg Porter is a big swing and a miss. If you hear the crowd, ooh, 0-2. Porter flew out to left in each of his first two at-bats. Milko Jaramillo looking back at left fielder Sean Boyd, and now Jaramillo will creep back in. Everybody is in close around the infield. The 0-2 on the way, got him swinging. Chased a bad one out of the zone as Randy Leak will pick up the K. Porter strikes out, one gone here in the sixth. An important out right there. Now they have assessed another error on the Springfield defense as Travis Hansen will be given an error, and apparently moving from first to second, not on the throw, but by the fact that Hansen took his eye off the ball. Looked like a pretty clean throw as Mingus aired it out from right field. There's a ground ball down to Hansen. He's going to come home. Double pump. Throw to Gabe Johnson is in time, and he'll hang on to the baseball. Second man cut down at the plate tonight for the Springfield Cardinals defensively. Hansen this time. Gorecki before. Out at home as Hansen double clutched. Unloads to Johnson, who hangs on. 5-2. 2 away. Great throw by Hansen. He just took an extra half a second to get rid of it, and that made me cringe. Gabe Johnson holds on. That's the big play right there. The tying run cut down at the plate. Gorecki with a throw from center field back in the fourth. Hansen with a throw here on a ball hit by Mike Elward to the plate to cut down Tommy Murphy. 5-2, and there's 2 away. Runners right now at first and second. Elward safe at first on the fielder's choice. Gates at second. He was safe on the error by DeMarco. With 2 outs. Now the 1-0 on the way to Chris Morris. Little check swing. Did he go around? They say no. 2 balls and no strikes. Chris Morris, a switch hitter out of Andrews, South Carolina. Former Milwaukee Brewer property. Now, Angel property. Morris can fly. A couple of years ago, he was in the Cardinals system, and in the Midwest League, he stole over 100 bases. We have not seen him on base here tonight. He is 0 for 2 with a fly ball to Gorecki in center, and a ground ball to DeMarco in his last at-bat in the fourth. Runners at first and second. 4-3, Cardinals clinging to a 1-run lead. 2-0 on the way from Randy Leak. A slow bender in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Morris turning around now, batting right-handed for the first time tonight, facing the southpaw, Randy Leak. 2-1 on the way to Chris Morris now. Out the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Talking about Texas League scores, we told you that Tulsa had a 1-0 lead over Wichita in the 9th. Other games, Frisco with a 4-3 lead in Midland. That is in the 9th. And then the only other game, Corpus Christi is in San Antonio, where the Missions have a 1-0 lead. That's in the 6th. And, of course, right here, it's 4-3. Cards with the lead over the Travelers. Randy Leak with 2 outs, runners at first and second. 2-2 on the way to Chris Morris. Little check swing. Fouled up the first baseline. The count remains 2-2. Oh. The pressure. The excitement. It is Texas League baseball, and specifically, it's all about the Springfield Cardinals. 4-3 right here in the bottom of the 6th. Arkansas threatening. Randy Leak, his first inning as a member of the Springfield Cardinals, trying to retire Morris, and he's done so. Strike 3 called right down the pipe as Morris could not get around on it and pull the trigger. 4-3. The Travelers do pick up a run here in the bottom half of the 6th, but Travis Hansen with a great throw to the plate. Second time that a Springfield defender has cut down a man trying to score tonight for Arkansas. We move to the 7th. 4-3 Cards on Jock 98.7.
Guys, everything's always about her, right? Not true. Just for him is just that. Just for him. Springfield's most exquisite and unique men's gift store is geared up for spring and summer. Come down and browse our walk-in humidor with the city's largest selection of fine cigars and tobaccos, including our special baseball cigars. Are you a gamer? We carry all the poker supplies you need. Visit us today, just for him, at 1334 East Battlefield in the Fremont Center. It's just for him.
Well, Springfield Cardinals season is finally here, and it's not too late to think about ticket packages for 2005. Give the Cardinals ticket office a call at 417-863-2143 or visit them online at springfieldcardinals.com. Don't miss out on any of the great promotional nights like Fireworks Night and the giveaways. Whatever your schedule, the Springfield Cardinals have a ticket plan for you and your family. That's 417-863-2143 and springfieldcardinals.com. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
Indeed, there are still tickets left in the form of ticket packages, half season, quarter seasons. I don't know whose arm you got to twist to talk about season tickets, but either way, call the Springfield Cardinals ticket office tomorrow morning, 863-2143. Believe it or not, we still have some opening night tickets left for Tuesday, April the 12th. The Budweiser Clydesdales will be there, courtesy of Will Fisher Companies. We'll also be handing out Bud Light schedule magnets to the first 7,000 adults 21 and over. That's also courtesy of Will Fisher Companies. To cap off opening night, April the 12th, the first ever regular season Springfield Cardinals game at Hammons Field. Oh, you know we're going to do it right. Opening night fireworks sponsored by AM Pyrotechnics. That's going to kick off a 5-game series against the Tulsa Drillers. Again, you don't want to wait until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I don't blame you. www.springfieldcardinals.com can hook you up with individual tickets, as you can actually purchase those online right now. Or call 863-2143 mañana morning. First pitch swinging, driving it to deep right center field. Tyler Mingus back to the track as Willits looking up, and it's gone. Third home run of the night for the Cards as Tyler Mingus, 2 for 3. He ripped a double in his last at bat, and here Springfield now possesses their 2-run lead once more as Mingus has his first home run of the 2005 season. Going the other way a little bit to right center. Willits back there for the third time tonight could do nothing more than just look up and watch. 5-3 Cards. Third bomb of the night. First Hansen. Next Bolivar. Now Tyler Mingus. First offering on the way to Matt DeMarco. Misses down and away, 1-0. First pitch swinging, and Mingus got after it. A new arm is into the ballgame for Arkansas. We'll tell you about him in a minute. 1-0 to DeMarco, a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Jonathan Rowenhorst, the left-hander, into the ballgame now. 6'1", $180 out of Anaheim, California. The ground ball just rolled slowly down to the first baseman. This is Mike Elward. He'll walk it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted, and DeMarco is the first out of inning number 7. So Tyler Mingus, who hit 11 home runs in the Eastern League last year for the Akron Arrows, a Cleveland Indians AA affiliate, goes yard on opening night and becomes one of 3 Springfield Cardinals to do so. Milko Jaramillo, 1 for 2 on the night. His base hit in the 5th put the Cardinals ahead 3-2. They have not relinquished the lead since. First offering misses to Milko, and it's 1-0. Jonathan Rowenhorst. This pendulum leg kick. This left-hander has a very unusual windup. Looks like a grandfather clock as he starts from the windup. And he kicks that right leg up and swings it literally, very bizarrely, like a pendulum of a clock. 2-0 as he misses outside. The pendulum apparently not swinging very level tonight. 5 runs, 7 hits, 3 defensive errors for Springfield. 3-5-0 for Arkansas. 3-0 on the way to Milko. This is up high. Ball 4. First walk of the night issued now by Jonathan Rowenhorst. That'll send us back to the top of the order for Sean Boyd. Boyd is 1 for 3 with a run scored. He doubled to left field in his first at bat. But that's not really an indication of how Boyd has hit the baseball tonight. Hard to left for a double in the first. Hard to right field, but he lined out to the right fielder Tommy Murphy in the third. And he grounded into a hard 5-4-3 double play in the 5th. Cards have, I believe, grounded into, was it 2 or 3 double plays tonight? 3 double plays, 3 home runs, and a partridge and a pear tree. 0-1 pitch, fouled out of play right side over near the groundskeeper shed in right field. 0-2 on Sean Boyd. Over there at first is Milko Jaramillo. Mike Elward, the first baseman, actually playing in front of Jaramillo. Not holding him onto the bag. Sean Boyd with a ground ball out to the shortstop. Erick Aybar down to Alberto Callaspo for 1. The relay over to first, not in time, as Boyd too fast. Avoiding bouncing into his second double play of the night as Aybar starts it, but Callaspo can't finish it. So Boyd safe on the fielder's choice. 6-4. They take care of Jaramillo. 2 away. And you've got some speed out there at first. Sean Boyd. You can pick him up and lay him down. Reid Gorecki, the hitter. Gorecki without a hit tonight. 3 trips to the plate. He's 0 for 2. A sacrifice. Struck out looking in the 3rd. He flew out to the right fielder, Tommy Murphy, back in the 6th. Actually took Murphy to the warning track, but not deep enough. First pitch, a slow bender, outside corner for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So Jonathan Rowenhorst takes over for Stephen Shell, who goes 6 innings tonight and allows 4 runs. Right now he's on the hook. Of the 4 runs, they were all earned. Shell struck out 4 as Gorecki takes a look at another strike, and he's quickly in the hole at 0-2. For Shell, he struck out 4, he walked 2, and he also hit a man. And as I mentioned, right now he's on the hook. 5-3 Cardinals as Gorecki takes it outside, 1-2. Gorecki, a right-handed hitter, waiting patiently. Boyd his lead. Pitch on the way, a swing, and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Mike Napoli, as Gorecki chased a high fastball. He's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight, and for Jonathan Rowenhorst, he picks up his first strikeout in relief. The fans here at Ray Winder Field will take their 7th inning stretch. Cards get another run here in the 7th to open up that lead. Once again, it's a 2-run margin. Cardinals 5, Travelers 3 at the end of 6.5 on Jock 98.7.
This bottom half of the 7th inning of Springfield Cardinal baseball is brought to you by the Overhead Door Company of Springfield. A good service repair company is just like a couple of good middle infielders, dependable and professional. And when it comes to garage door and opener repair, there's only one company that serves Springfield residents and businesses since 1954, and that's the Overhead Door Company of Springfield.
They can handle all of your door repairs no matter what brand. Look for the red ribbon. Don't be misled by companies you've never heard of when your garage door or opener needs service. Call the Overhead Door Company of Springfield today at 862-9339 or 800-383-9328.
Give me some more. Give me some more.
More what?
More peanut butter s'mores ice cream. I love the peanut butter ice cream with the graham crackers. Give me some more.
And?
The chocolate flakes.
What else?
Oh, and the marshmallows. Give me some more. Give me some more.
Honey, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, give me some more, please.
Ask for new peanut butter s'mores special selection ice cream. Only from Highland Quality Check Dairy.
KWTO FM Springfield. This break in Springfield Cardinal baseball action is sponsored by Reliable Chevrolet.
Mike Linskog welcoming you back to Ray Winder Field. Rob Evans running the board back at the Jock, 98.7. I want to thank him for all his help in making Springfield Cardinals baseball possible on the airwaves tonight. Of course, we're live, all 140 regular season games right here on the Jock. Also available online by visiting SpringfieldCardinals.com. Click on the Listen Live link. Say that 3 times fast. Click on the Listen Live link and get hooked up to the internet and the game broadcast, all courtesy of the Jock. To the bottom of the 7th, Alberto Callaspo. That doesn't look like Alberto Callaspo. Reggie Willits. They've got Alberto Callaspo up there on the board. That'll teach me to look at the scoreboard before I look at my scorecard first. Reggie Willits swings and misses at the 1-0 offering, and it's 1-1. Top of the order for the Travs here in the 7th. Willits, Callaspo, and Erick Aybar. Willits with a fly ball to center field and deep. Back on the ball is Gorecki. He is at the track. He is near the wall. Will bounce into the wall. The ball is in and out of his glove. Into second base will go Reggie Willits. Ball hit Gorecki right in the glove, and then he crashed into the wall. Ball popped out, and it'll go as a double for Reggie Willits. Tying run will come to the plate. So Gorecki, who made a fine defensive throw earlier in the game, here ran it down speed-wise and actually got there. Ball hit him in the glove and then bounced out once he made contact with the wall. Perhaps a case of just some footsteps there, not knowing exactly where you are. Turning on this one is Alberto Callaspo. However, it is foul, not by much. Down the left field line. Ball was just foul. One long strike, 0-1.
Free commemorative 2005 Cardinals coin for everyone in your group. Call 417-863-2143 to reserve a group night at a Springfield Cardinals game. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
Jock 98.7 presents the most trusted weather now.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore from the Weather Channel. As high pressure begins to build in across the Central Plains, we will see some quieter weather the next couple of days. Still some cloudiness around this evening, then mostly clear for the overnight, a low around 40. Near 70 by Friday with abundant sunshine. Partly cloudy Saturday, a high 72, and then partly cloudy for Sunday, highs mid-70s, but we could see a late day shower or storm. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore from the Weather Channel.
New right-hander into the ballgame for the Springfield Cardinals is Nate Cotton. Will make his 2005 debut here tonight. Randy Leak goes 1+ innings in this one. For Leak, he allowed a run in the 6th as the Cardinals' lead was trimmed at the time to 4-3. Right now it's 5-3, and the 2 runners out there belong to Randy Leak. Man down at third is Reggie Willits. Alberto Callaspo is over there at first. 5-3 is our score. Nate Cotton's first pitch hits Erick Aybar right in the backside. Got him in the wallet. So Cotton throws one pitch, and here we go. Bases are loaded. And some drama here in the 7th. Willits at third. Callaspo will move into scoring position at second. Aybar is at first. And here is Mike Napoli, who missed a home run by, I'm telling you, this much in his last at-bat off of Randy Leak. Napoli doubled high off the wall. That was last frame in the 6th. He also grounded out to shortstop, picking up an RBI in the first inning, and he struck out swinging in the 3rd. Officially, he is 1 for 3. Blaze Illsley, the Cardinals pitching coach, will come out of the dugout and have a quick word with right-hander Nate Cotton. Cotton, the submarine-style pitcher, got that old sidearm thing working for him. Last year in Palm Beach, only appeared in one game. Signing after the Cincinnati Reds had him in their system for 4 seasons. The Reds did not re-sign him. Cardinals picked him up last May of 2004, and for whatever reason he only appeared in one game in Palm Beach. I don't think he was healthy. This year, a healthy Nate Cotton gets a chance to start the year in Double-A. His second pitch must be better than the first as Napoli swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Bases are juiced, nobody out. We are in the bottom of the 7th, 5-3 Cardinals. Cotton from the stretch, and the 0-1 on the way. Popped up, out of play, right side. 0-2 on Napoli. Keep in mind this is a dangerous hitter. Not only did he just miss a home run in his last AB, this guy has got mega potential to go yard. 29 home runs last year for Rancho Cucamonga in the California League. 118 RBIs. 0-2 on the way to Napoli. Popped him up. Shallow right field. Mingus coming in just a few steps. It should actually be deep enough to get the run home. Mingus is going to throw to third. And now Hansen will come out to play it because the throw is a little bit up the third baseline. Coming in to score to make it a one-run game is Reggie Willits. It's 5-4. Sacrifice fly off the bat of Napoli. Again, he got under it and sent it to right field. And with the wind blowing like it is right now, made it drift quite a ways back there. Mingus has got an amazing throwing arm, I've realized, here tonight. 2 throws to third, and Tyler has got an amazing throwing arm. This one, however, was a little bit off the mark, and Hansen had to come out and play it. If that's on the money, he's got Alberto Callaspo by 10 feet. First pitch on the way from Nate Cotton to Tommy Murphy. Misses outside, and it's 1-0. So a sac fly for Napoli. He's 1 for 3 now with a double. Now 2 RBIs as he drives in Reggie Willits from third. Moving to third base is Callaspo. Moving up to second on the throw is Erick Aybar. So runners at second and third. And right now the tying run just 90 feet away with only 1 out. Tommy Murphy watched a moment ago as Nate Cotton stepped off the rubber. Now Cotton ready to go. Sidearm delivery. Misses just inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Starting to get loose down in the Springfield bullpen is left-hander Tony Rawson. Cotton's next offering on the way to Murphy. A weak swing and a miss as just could not get around on what was a floating sidearm pitch. 2-1. 5-4 is our score. Runners at second and third, and only 1 out for the Travelers here in the home half of the 7th. 2-1 on the way from Cotton to Murphy is driven to deep right field. Mingus is backing up. Mingus at the track. The wall reaches up, can't make the catch. Everybody's going to move up. Rounding third and now getting the stop sign is Erick Aybar. Cruising in the second with an RBI double is Tommy Murphy. Mingus all the way back to the track, made the leap, and I believe again for the second time tonight, a Springfield outfielder has the ball glance in and out of their glove upon making contact with the wall. Murphy an RBI double, and we are tied at 5. And now trouble is the go-ahead run 90 feet away with only 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Springfield bullpen having a tough time with it. Those 2 runs charged to Randy Leak is now, he's officially off the hook. Cotton, or the book is closed rather. Cotton now on the hook. He's faced 2 men. 3 men actually. Pitch on the way is a ground ball, shoved foul down the third baseline. 1-1. Backing up here just a bit. Cotton has faced 3 men. 2 of them have reached. He plunked Erick Aybar with the very first pitch he threw. Aybar now down at third base. He belongs to Cotton. Tommy Murphy is at second with his RBI double. Second hit of the night for Murphy, oh, by the way. He also obviously belongs to Nate Cotton. So 1-1 now on David Gates, who has not been retired tonight. 1 out of 2. Homered in the second, plunked in the 4th. Reached on an error in the 6th. 1-1 offering. This is down low. 2 balls and a strike. Cotton wears number 35 on the back of his road gray jersey. Southside Alabama native. 6'4", 220 pounds. Tony Rawson continues to warm up down in the Springfield bullpen. So Jeremy Cook, no longer the pitcher of record. Right now, Nate Cotton is the man in danger. Runners at second and third, still just 1 out. 2-1 on the way now. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waiting on deck is Greg Porter. Time called now as David Gates will step out of the box. Cotton will oblige and step off the rubber. Travelers have out-hit the Springfield Cardinals now, 8-7. 2-2 on the way is lifted into left center field. Reid Gorecki coming on. He's got it. Here is going to be a play at the plate. Aybar tags. He'll come in and score, and the Travelers have their first lead of the night. Gorecki's throw started to die as it made contact on the infield grass, and it was also off the mark a little bit up the third baseline. Second sacrifice fly of this 7th inning. Nate Cotton is assessed a run charged against him here in the 7th inning, and the Arkansas Travelers have taken a 6-5 lead. Holding at second base is Tommy Murphy. Aybar scores right now. What is the go-ahead run? And here comes Chris Maloney, the skipper, out of the Springfield dugout. So the Springfield bullpen, a little shaky here on opening night. Randy Leak goes 1 inning plus and allows 2 innings. Nate Cotton goes just 2/3 of an inning. And right now has surrendered what is the go-ahead run, and he's also responsible for Tommy Murphy out there at second base. For David Gates, second RBI of the night for him. Check it, 3rd RBI for the night now. Solo homer in the 2nd. Reached on an error in the 6th, but also picked up an RBI as Napoli scored from 3rd. And now a sac fly here in the 7th to give the Travelers the lead. Tony Rawson will be the new pitcher coming in. 5'11", 180-pound southpaw, a 42nd rounder back in 2001. Mississippi native for Tony Rawson. He wears number 27 on the back of his road gray jersey. Rawson last year split time between the Florida State League and Palm Beach and AAA Memphis. A little bit unusual that he would skip AA altogether, but sometimes that happens at the end of the season. For Palm Beach of the Florida State League, Rawson 0-2 with a 2.16 earned run average in 53 appearances, all in relief. In 3 games at AAA Memphis of the Pacific Coast League, Rawson was 1-0 and did not allow an earned run. Didn't allow a run period, actually, in 3 innings and 3 appearances at the AAA level. So Rawson will come on to try to clean this one up now. And first batter that he will face is Greg Porter. So Cotton faces 4 men. Hits a batter. Gives up a sac fly to Napoli. Gives up a double to Murphy. Gives up another sac fly to David Gates. 2/3 of an inning. Right now, 1 run on 1 hit. 1 hit batter. And right now, Tommy Murphy still belongs to the right-hander, Nate Cotton. Rawson trying to clean this up here in the 7th. 3 runs in for the Travs. They lead it 6-5. It's their first lead of the night. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt by Greg Porter. A left-handed hitter. 0-1. So you've got the lefty-lefty matchup right here, which should favor the pitcher. Porter, 6'4", 225 pounds, out of Denton, Texas. He was a 45th rounder back in 2001. Played some college ball at Texas A&M. The 0-1 on the way now to Porter. Slider misses down and away. Count evens up at 1-1. 6 runs, now 8 hits, no errors for Arkansas. 5 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors for the Springfield Cardinals. 1-1 on the way now to Greg Porter. Misses upstairs, maybe a little outside. 2-1. We've got our first finals from the Texas League here tonight. Tulsa gets a run in the ninth, and turns out that they need it because Wichita rallies for a run in the bottom half of the ninth. Tulsa hangs on to defeat Wichita 2-1. 2-1 on the way from Ross into Porter now. Popped up, out of play, left side. 2-2. Another final from the West Division. Frisco hangs on for a 4-3 lead in Midland. So two home teams have failed to win their home opener so far here tonight. Corpus Christi has scored 2 late runs. 2-1 Hooks over the San Antonio Missions. That's in the ninth. 2-2 on the way is a fly ball to center field and deep. Reid Gorecki back there. He's at the track. He will reach up, and instead of running into the wall this time, he will gently glide into it, hanging on to the baseball as Greg Porter nearly knocks one out of here. Gorecki, however, runs it down at the track, and that'll do it for the Arkansas Travelers here in the 7th. However, they don't come away empty-handed. 3 runs out of the Springfield bullpen as the Travs have their first lead of the night. We go to the 8th, and it's a brand new game. Travelers 6, Cardinals 5 on Jock 98.7.
Saving 1/8% on your new mortgage rate is really important. Wasting 10 years of this savings on an old-fashioned realtor's fee is crazy. Don't waste your great new mortgage rate by selling your house the old-fashioned way. Let Assist to Sell take care of all your needs for a flat fee of only $2,495. It's your money. What are you going to do? Call Assist to Sell today at 889-7000. That's 889-7000. Or check us out at SpringfieldAssistToSell.com. With over 400 independently owned and operated offices nationwide, Assist to Sell can sell your house and save you money.
Hey, this is Robbie from Robbie's Tire and Service, located at 1811 West Republic Road next to Remington. Summer's coming, so get your vehicle's air conditioning checked for just $19.99. Plus, get ready for that summer vacation by getting your vehicle's oil changed for only $18.95. Need brakes? We do that as well. Right now, take 10% off any brake work performed at Robbie's. At Robbie's, we sell all major brand tires from Bridgestone, Firestone, and Michelin, and when you purchase any tires from us, you can take $10 off any wheel alignment as well. So come by Robbie's Tire and Service for all your car care needs, or visit our new website at robbiestire.com or call 890-1524.
Hi, I'm Ned Reynolds, KY3. Scott Perger and I invite you to join us for the Sports Reporters, 9 to 11, Monday through Friday on The Jock.
Don't forget that tomorrow night we'll do it all over again, 7:10 with your game time here from Ray Winder Field, and we'll come your way with the pregame show sponsored by Farmers Insurance. Right here on The Jock, we go live at 6:55 in the p.m. with your Farmers Insurance pregame show. And then first pitch is at 7:10. Left-hander Buddy Blair versus left-hander Joe Saunders. Game 2 of this 4-game series. We move to the 8th. Brand new ball game. Travelers take their first lead of the night with a 3 spot out of the Springfield bullpen in the 7th. First up for the Cards, Travis Hansen. He'll be followed by Papo Bolivar and then Gabe Johnson. 3, 4, and 5. The meat of the order now is Springfield for the first time tonight, trailing 6-5. Hansen had the 2-run home run in the first to put the Cardinals ahead. Rowenhorst kicks and deals to Hansen. A swing and a foul at the plate. 0-2 on Travis. Hansen officially 1 for 3. Struck out on his last at bat. He's also grounded out to short. Jonathan Rowenhorst, who gave up a run in the 7th, right now is in line to try to hang on to this one. There's a slow bender right across the inside corner for a called 3rd strike. Hansen down on strikes for the 2nd consecutive at bat for Rowenhorst. His 2nd punch out in relief. And now Tom Gamboa is going to come out, and they are not even going to consider letting the left-hander Rowenhorst pitch to Papo Bolivar, who went yard in his last at bat to center field. There is a right-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Arkansas Travelers. And we'll wait and get a number for you before we start speculating who it is. I believe it's Vaughn Sturzbach, number 26. But I want to be sure before I start guessing. $26 or 28? Come on, eyes, don't fail me now. I believe that is 28, which would make him Matt Wilhite. Looking. 28 it is. Matt Wilhite, a right-hander, 6'1", 185 out of Franklin, Kentucky. He will come on after Jonathan Rowenhorst goes 1 1/3 inning in relief. We're in the 8th, 6-5, Travelers leading it, and they go to the bullpen right here. And they bring on Matt Wilhite. Last year, Wilhite played for Rancho Cucamonga of the California League. Trying to dig out some numbers last year for this right-hander as we watch him warm up. Very much similar to Nate Cotton's style of throwing out of the pen, as it looks like Wilhite is a side-armed hurler. The dirt on Wilhite is this. 6-4. ERA of 3.75 last year in 53 relief appearances out of the bullpen. 86 1/3 innings. He gave up 36 earned runs, struck out 61. He only walked 20 in his 86 1/3 innings. And here he's got to face Papa Bolivar. Base is empty, 1 out. Cardinals trailing by a run. First offering, a sidearm fastball, misses just outside, and it's 1-0. So Wilhite takes over for Rowenhorst, who leaves with the lead. There's a ground ball stroked out to the shortstop. This is Aybar. Long throw across the diamond, just in time to get the hustling Bolivar 2 away. 6-3, and I've been impressed by Aybar tonight, the Arkansas shortstop. 2 down. Base is empty for Gabe Johnson. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Arkansas. 5-7-3 for Springfield. First pitch on the way to Gabe Johnson, a swing and a miss as he really lunged after that one. 0-1. Johnson tonight, an infield single in the 6th. Walked in the 4th, struck out in the 1st, officially 1 out of 2. Sidearm fastball misses outside, and it's 1-1. The right-hander Wilhite with the 1-1 on the way to Gabe Johnson. Held up on the check swing, but it didn't matter. Strike called on the inside part of the plate. It's 1-2. Fans in Arkansas not exactly making a whole lot of noise in what is a kind of clutch situation here. 1-2 on the way to Gabe Johnson. Coming inside. He misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck is Andy Schutzenhofer. With 2 outs, base is empty. 2-2 now on the way to Johnson. Little ground ball chopped out to the shortstop. Aybar from shallow left field. The throw not in time. Johnson legs it out. Impressed with the range of Aybar, and even more impressed by the throwing arm. From shallow left field, he nearly gets Gabe Johnson. He was playing him very deep. He got to it, but couldn't get Gabe Johnson, who legs out his second infield single of the night. And now Tom Gamboa, the Travelers manager, for the second time in the inning, will come on out, and Von Sturzbach, spelled Stertzbach, who's a non-roster invite to spring training this year, was the right-hander. Sturzbach last year in Rancho Cucamonga, 47 games, all out of the bullpen. He was 1-3 with a 3.38 earned run average. Sturzbach was Rancho Cucamonga's closer as he picked up 21 saves in his 47 appearances. In 48 innings pitched, Sturzbach gave up 23 runs. Only 18 of the 23 were earned on 52 base hits. For Sturzbach, he struck out 54 men and only walked 13 in those 48 innings. And now he's in a pressure situation with the Cardinals having the tying run over there at first base. 2 men out. Gabe Johnson hustling out an infield single here in the top of the 8th inning. 2 outs. And Sturzbach getting set now to face left-handed hitting Andy Schutzenhofer. Schutzenhofer on the night, 0 for 3. Grounded out to Shell on the mound in the first. He banged into a double play, 4-6-3 in the 4th. Struck out swinging in his last at bat. Schutzenhofer, a left-handed hitter. Love to see Tyler Mingus get a shot right here at the right-hander Sturzbach. Mingus waits on deck. He's swung it nicely his last 2 at-bats with a double and a homer. First offering on the way to Schutzenhofer. This is down and low. 1-0. Many of the fans here in Little Rock have already headed for the exits in what has been a exciting ball game. 6-5. Travs coming back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 on the way to Schutzenhofer. Misses outside with the fastball. 2-0. Arkansas with a lot of bullpen activity lately, but now no one throwing in the pen. 2 outs and a runner at first. 2-0 on the way to Schutzenhofer. Now he's seen the fastball. There it is across the heart of the plate. 2-1. Springfield Cardinals baseball. You're listening to it right here on Jock 98.7.
KWTO FM Springfield. This break in Springfield Cardinal baseball action is sponsored by Reliable
Hi, this
Chevrolet.
is Bobby Ellison, and you're listening to the Jock 98.7.
2-1 pitch to Schutzenhofer, grounded out to the second baseman, in and out of the glove of Callaspo. He'll recover, and he's got time to get Andy over at first base. 4-3 on the putout. He got a glove on it, knocked it down, was able to keep it in front of him. He stays with it long enough to get the hustling Schutzenhofer up the line, and that'll do it for the Springfield threat here in the 8th inning. 6-5, Travelers maintaining a 1-run advantage in a good one here tonight. On opening night, do the Cardinals have a comeback left in them? I certainly hope so. We move to the home half of the 8th. 6-5 Travelers on Jock 98.7.
Well, Springfield Cardinals season is finally here, and it's not too late to think about ticket packages for 2005. Give the Cardinals ticket office a call at 417-863-2143 or visit them online at springfieldcardinals.com. Don't miss out on any of the great promotional nights like Fireworks Night and the giveaways. Whatever your schedule, the Springfield Cardinals have a ticket plan for you and your family. That's 417-863-2143 and springfieldcardinals.com. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
Hey, Matt, you like trivia?
Not really.
Well, why do you let me come out on Fridays and do trivia then?
Well, it was supposed to be just for a couple of weeks, but you do such a good job picking up the parking lot and cleaning the restrooms, it's turned out to be a pretty good deal for me.
Aw, that's nice, Matt. Let's have a hug.
Let's not.
Well, how about some onion rings then?
All right, but wash your hands first.
Join Matt Blinn and Eldon Combs. That's me for the Lazy Boy Trivia Show, brought to you by our good friends at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. It's all live from the Skybox Grill and Lounge, 1271 East Montclair. Fridays at 4, right here on the Jock.
Talking about some Springfield Cardinals fans in attendance here tonight. We know that there's at least a handful of people that made the drive all the way down from Springfield, and in addition to fans, well, you kind of classify yourself as a fan in addition to a front office worker, vice president and director of sales and marketing, Kirk Elmquist, who I heard on my drive down here earlier this morning. You're moving and shaking there, big man. You were on with the sports reporters earlier today, and now you're here. But if we don't pull this out tonight, you know I'm sending you home, right? He says all right. He nods. Matt Gifford, our general manager and vice president. Kirk Elmquist, another one of the 4 vice presidents, along with Scott Smolzinski, I believe, making the drive down. And guys left Bill Fisher at home, holding down the fort. Heaven knows there's a lot of fort to hold down back there in Springfield. We go to the home half of the 8th inning. Travelers leading at 6-5, coming up with a 3 spot in the bottom half of the 7th as they take their first lead of the night. Tony Rawson now for his first full inning of work. As here in the bottom of the 8th, he fires a strike to Mike Elward. 0-1. It'll be 8-9-1. Mike Elward, Chris Morris, and Reggie Willits for the Arkansas Travelers. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Arkansas. 5-8-3 for Springfield. 0-1 now on the way from Rawson. Inside and low is skipping out of the way there. Mike Elward. 1-1. All is quiet in the Springfield bullpen as Rawson hopefully has got at least another inning left in him. 1-1 on the way. A fastball misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Something that we need to mention is the fact that Arkansas's closer is in, and I'm talking about Sturzbach, the man who just retired Andy Schutzenhofer there in the 8th. So hopefully you can kind of count on the fact that his rhythm may not quite be what it needs to be, considering that usually closers come in the 9th, and the fact that he has to get 4 outs. We'll wait and see how it all pans out. Down in the Springfield bullpen, no, not a pitcher, but a hitter warming up. Swinging a bat down there is Bo Robinson. 3-1 offering on the way to Mike Elward, misses for ball 4, and Rawson allows the leadoff walk. Arkansas has had the leadoff man on 7 of these 8 innings. The only inning in which they did not have the leadoff man on was the only inning in which they went 1-2-3. Back in the 5th, Jeremy Cook's last inning, the top of the order, went 1-2-3. Since then, the bullpen has not been able to, well, A, hold the lead, and B, keep Arkansas in order at all. Mike Elward now with the leadoff walk. He's over there at first base. Not a huge threat to run by any means. And therefore, we've got ourselves a little pinch runner down there at first base. Adam Pavkovich, 6'2", 185-pounder, is checking into the ballgame, and he'll go into the number 8 spot for Mike Elward. So a pinch runner. And here's Chris Morris, a switch hitter who's batting right-handed against the southpaw Tony Rawson. And Rawson going to keep a close eye on the pinch runner, Pavkovich. So there's the PA announcer chiming in there just a few seconds too late. We're already on it. Looking up numbers on Pavkovich. Only had 4 stolen bases in 9 attempts in 107 games last year for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes of the California League. Fastball to Morris is up and away and off the glove of Gabe Johnson. Really nothing he could do about that one. Most likely going to be a wild pitch assessed to Tony Rawson. As I look down here to my right, that is indeed the call. Rawson paying an awful lot of attention to that runner over there at first base. And being a left-hander, he had a good eye on him. But the delivery to Morris was way up and out of the zone, and Gabe Johnson did his best to get a glove on it, and unfortunately it just glanced off of his glove. So moving down to second is the pinch runner, Pavkovich. Rawson from the stretch, taking a look at second now, with nobody out, the 1-0 to Morris. Outside corner with the fastball for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Morris showing bunt right there, and you know what Arkansas' strategy here is. It's a 1-run game. The number 9 hitter is up. Morris represents good bunting ability and great speed, so of course, Tom Gamboa, the Travelers manager, thinking about bunt all the way right here. Runner at second, Pavkovich, being lured back to the bag, and now Rawson with a snap throw behind, and he's got him. Sneaking in behind the runner is Milko Jaramillo, and it's worked to perfection as Tony Rawson delivers a brilliant strike right to the bag at second. How often do you see a man get picked off at second base? The answer is not often. But this early in the season, well, either the base running not quite up to snuff, the pickoff move, however, phenomenal. Rawson with a bullet to second base. Picked off, 2-6 on the putout. Morris still showing bunt. Rawson misses with the pitch, down and away, and it's 3-1. So that very much helps the case there. Eliminates the walk and the wild pitch. Just what you want to see out of your pinch runner. A pickoff. 1-6 on the play. 3-1 on the way to Chris Morris now. Down in the dirt, but he can't hold up. They've got 2-2 now on the board. We'll wait and see how it goes here. They had 3-1 on the board here a minute ago. So 2 strikes on Morris. That we know for sure. Next offering on the way. Fastball just misses inside. Now the count goes full at 3-2. So Rawson gives up the leadoff walk, but makes short work of the pinch runner, Pavkovich. You don't want to put this guy on either. He stole 100 bases plus for the St. Louis Cardinals back in Peoria several years back in the Midwest League. I recall talking in the offseason to Scott Smolzinski, one of the Springfield Cardinals vice presidents, who's in attendance tonight, about this man right here, Chris Morris. Fast. But just can't quite seem to put it all together. This is his first shot at the AA level. 3-2 on Chris Morris. With 1 out, Rawson from the line. The delivery, fastball, swung on and foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, Gabe Johnson. He'll hold on for strike 3, 2 outs. For Tony Rawson, his first punch out in relief. 2 gone. We go back to the top of the order for Reggie Willits. For Willits tonight, he's 1 out of 3. Walked and scored in the first inning. as he plated the first Travs run of the season. Since then, he reached on an error by Jaramillo, grounded out to Schutzenhofer, and then doubled and scored back in the 7th when Mike Napoli brought him in from third with a sac fly. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 6-5 Travelers. Rawson with 2 outs from the stretch, even though the bases are empty. Fires a strike on the outside corner to Reggie Willits, and it's 0-1. In the 9th inning, looking ahead, you've got 7, 8, and 9. Mingus, DeMarco, and Milko Jaramillo. And keep in mind, Bo Robinson still swinging the lumber down in the left field bullpen as he's loose. And we may see him hit when it comes time in the 9th. Pitch misses outside, 1-1 on Willits. Once again, game 2 tomorrow. Buddy Blair goes for the Cardinals against left-hander Joe Saunders in a matchup of southpaws. First pitch, 7:10. Pregame show right here on the Jock with your Farmers Insurance pregame show. That begins at 6:55 in the p.m. Rawson's 1-1 offering to Willits is fouled out of play right side, 1-2. Kirk Elmquist sits here to my right. 9th inning rally is all I'm thinking about now. Now the opposite coin here. If you stay up here, we rally in the 9th. Now I won't let you leave. Earlier I was telling you to get lost. Now I'm telling you not to leave, perhaps. 1-2 on the way to Reggie Willits. Broken back, ground ball, slow roller, trickled down to Travis Hansen. Charging in, gloves, fields, throws over to the first baseman. Schutzenhofer in and out of his glove. Certainly a tough play by Travis Hansen. Schutzenhofer could not hold on. We'll wait and see how it's all scored. Pretty good play by Travis. Busted bat, ground ball down to the third baseman. And it will go as an infield single. So a 2-out base runner. First hit allowed by Tony Rawson. So Willits legs 1 out, and here's Alberto Callaspo. With 2 away, Rawson makes a move over there to first as Schutzenhofer holds on Willits. A threat to go for Willits. He stole 45 bags last year in the Cal League, and he may try to put himself into scoring position here for Callaspo, who's 2 for 3 on the night. Another throw over. Rawson recognizes this, and so he wants to keep him close. Reggie Willits doing a nice job at the top of the order tonight for the Travs. He's been on board 4 different times. 2 hits, a walk, and he reached via an error in the 3rd. And there he goes on his way to second. Rawson's got him picked off. Throw down to second by Schutzenhofer. Looks like it was off the mark, but DeMarco gets a quick tag down. And they're going to say it's in time. Caught stealing as it goes 1, 3, 4. DeMarco makes the tag on Reggie Willits, and looks like the umpire may have gave DeMarco the benefit of the doubt just because the throw certainly beat Willits there, but it looked like the tag might have been a little bit late. Tell you what, in a situation like this, when you're trying to get out of the 8th, you certainly take it. In the 9th for the Springfield Cardinals, they will try to rally with 7, 8, and 9. Tyler Mingus, Matt DeMarco, Milko Jaramillo, and pinch hitters possibly coming up as well. 6-5 Travelers. We move to the 9th on Jock 98.7.
Come on, let's ride. Cutting through the water ride.
G3 Boats, still the best value on the water, featuring over 50 models, including high-performance HPs, Eagle Mod Vs, Angler Deep Vs, Gator Tough Johns, and Suncatcher pontoons, all with legendary Yamaha power.
Talk about a great catch.
G3 Boats, now a proud sponsor of the Springfield Cardinals. Don't let your great catch get away.
Ooh, G3.
To find your nearest dealer, visit us at g3boats.com.
On behalf of the entire Springfield Cardinals organization, thanks for the warm welcome, Springfield. We'd love to return the favor when you visit the ballpark this summer. Regular season play kicks off April 12th with the Tulsa Drillers in for 5 games. There'll be plenty of fireworks, literally, and promotions, including the Budweiser Clydesdales. Tickets are still available. Call 417-863-2143 or visit SpringfieldCardinals.com. Hope to see you there. Springfield Cardinals Baseball, the game you remember.
Tyler Mingus will lead things off as we move to the 9th. Mike Linskog welcoming you back to Ray Winder Field here in Arkansas. The excitement finally goes down tonight. Opening night of the 2005 Texas League season. Your Springfield Cardinals officially born. However, right now in need of a 9th inning rally. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Arkansas Travelers. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors defensively for the Springfield Cardinals. Tyler Mingus to lead things off, takes a look at a called strike. And it's 0-1. 7, 8, and 9. Mingus, DeMarco, and then Jaramillo would bat third, but it's Bo Robinson who looks like he's in the hole. The 0-1 on the way to Mingus. Slapped foul as he couldn't catch up to the fastball. Out of play on the right side, and it's quickly 0-2. Tyler Mingus 2 for 3 on the night, and he's hit the ball hard. A home run the opposite way to lead off the 7th to right center field. Doubled and scored in the 5th. Popped up to second in the 2nd. He's officially 2 for 3. He takes it outside, and it's 1-2. Out there on the mound, Vaughn Sturzbach. In a unusual role for a closer here. He's being asked to get 4 outs instead of just 3. Mingus pops it up. Straightaway center field, jogging in slowly is Willits. He'll camp under it, make the grab, 1 away. So Mingus perhaps swinging for the fences there, trying to tie this one up. He can't get her done. 1 out in the 9th. And that'll bring up Matt DeMarco. DeMarco, at first glance, certainly doesn't look like a guy with phenomenal home run power by any means, and not that his numbers would indicate anything any differently. However, he will have the distinction now of being known as the first ever Springfield Cardinal player to go yard at Hammons Field. And here he rips one down the right field line, potentially for extra bases. He'll hit the bag at first. Quickly on it, however, is Tommy Murphy. And DeMarco wisely does not want to test the arm. Certainly don't want to get thrown out at second base. Murphy all over that ground ball down the right field line as he got to it quickly before it got into the corner. And that'll hold DeMarco to a long single. And now it looks like Bo Robinson will indeed come on to pinch hit for Milko Jaramillo. Mentioning the fact that Matt DeMarco hit the first Springfield Cardinals home run at Hammons Field. And it looks like now DeMarco's going to go ahead and leave this game in favor of a pinch runner. Kevin Estrada will come into the ball game as Estrada will take over, and he'll go into that number 8 spot. And should we be fortunate enough to get to the bottom of the 9th, I imagine Estrada will remain in the game and play second base. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. For Estrada, 20 stolen bases last year in 91 games at Palm Beach in the Florida State League. And perhaps a threat to go. We'll see how Skipper plays it down there in the box. There he goes. He's off and moving. First pitch inside for ball. Throw down to second is in time. Looked like he got the hand in there. And here comes the hammer. Chris Maloney out of the third base box. It sure looked like Estrada got that left hand in with the head first slide. Another situation where the throw beat the man there. And again, perhaps the benefit of the doubt. Earlier in the night, I said the hammer was a very composed, calm, mild-mannered individual until we see otherwise, and I've just seen otherwise. He doesn't exactly blow his top, but he does fire up on the third base umpire. That's the crew chief, Jason Stein, who makes the call. 2-4 on the caught stealing, and Estrada is out here in the 9th inning. And now Bo Robinson, the last hope for the Springfield Cardinals. 1-0 as the pitch missed inside. Vaughn Sturzbach with the next offering, and there goes the bat into the stands, and Robinson will have to go get himself a new stick. 1-1 as he missed everything and lost the bat as well. He asks Reid Gorecki for a new stick as the bat went flying into the stands. I guess that's really the only good thing about the stands not being full here tonight at Ray Winder, the fact that a couple people down there in the vicinity where that bat was thrown could get out of the way. So just to recap the 9th inning, Tyler Mingus popped up to center. DeMarco slapped one fair down the right side, just inside the first base bag, but held to a long single. Pinch runner Kevin Estrada caught stealing. 2-4 for the second out of the inning. 1-1 on the way to Robinson is inside. 2 balls and a strike. Bo Robinson, who played some independent ball last year, hitting .272 with 7 home runs and 62 RBIs in the Atlantic League for Nashua. This one misses inside, 3-1. Waiting on deck is Sean Boyd, who's hit the ball hard tonight. 2 outs, 6-5 Travelers were in the 9th. Robinson, a right-handed hitter. The 3-1 on the way to Bo Robinson. Outside corner for a called strike. He was on his way to first base. Full count at 3-2, and now we'll see if the remaining Arkansas Traveler fans will come to their feet here. 6-5, Travelers rallying for 3 runs in the 7th, trying to hold on here in the 9th. 2 outs, base is empty. The payoff pitch coming to Bo Robinson. Here she comes, fastball, grounded, foul down the third baseline, and we'll do it again. 3-2 with Sean Boyd waiting on deck, begging for a chance to hit. Robinson digs in. The right-hander, Von Sturzbach, again with the 3-2 offering. Ground ball shot out to the shortstop, Aybar, and this should be it. The throw across the diamond is in the dirt. Game should be over. Aybar, with clutch play after clutch play all night long, throws one into the dirt, and the first baseman can't dig it out. Remember that they made a move over to the bag at first in a pinch running situation earlier, as Greg Porter is now over there at first base with the initial pinch runner, Adam Pavkovich, playing third base. So you've got yourself a new first baseman, and Porter can't dig it out. Tying run on at first base now with 2 outs, and here's Boyd. First offering on the way, ground ball shot out again to Aybar. This time he'll go down to second, the easy route, and he gets the out, and this ball game is over. Opening night, certainly a beautiful thing. However, in the win-loss column, unfortunately, this one will go down as a loss as the Springfield Cardinals try to rally here in the 9th inning. They do pick up a little bit of a break as the shortstop, Erick Aybar, throws one in the dirt, allowing pinch hitter Bo Robinson to reach first base safely. However, here tonight, Springfield will fall in their inaugural game here in the 2005 season. The Travelers from Arkansas rally for 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and that's good enough to win it. 6-5 is your final. Coming up on the post-game show, you'll definitely want to stick around for the G3 Boats Catch-Up game. Tonight, it's the Arkansas Travelers from 6-5 defeating the Springfield Cardinals in the opener of the Texas League's 2005 season. Mike Linskog inviting you to stay tuned. Post-game show's next on Jock 98.7.
Your pet food headquarters in the Ozarks is Pet Warehouse with 6 convenient locations, low pricing, and a knowledgeable staff. Pet Warehouse features Neutral's Natural Choice for the month of April with an unbelievable sale, making it pound for pound the best price in the Ozarks. Neutral Natural Choice dog food in a 44-pound bonus bag, now on sale at $6 off the regular price, plus 4 pounds free, making this the guaranteed lowest price of the year. Also great deals on lamb and rice small bites and chicken rice. Pet Warehouse with 6 convenient locations in Springfield and Joplin. Pet Warehouse, your locally owned and operated pet stores.
Quality by nature, that's classic wood floors. Classic style and craftsmanship, the Ozarks are known for. Solid oak, pine, or hickory, the choice is all yours. For floors that stand the test of time, classic wood floors. Quality by nature, classic wood floors.
Along here. Opening night here in 2005, the Springfield Cardinals traveling to Ray Winder Field in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's exciting that it's finally underway. However, here tonight, this one belongs to the Arkansas Travelers, as in the inaugural game for the Springfield Cardinals, opening night here 2005, it's the Travelers coming from behind, scoring 3 times in the 7th inning on their way to a 6-5 victory over your Springfield Cardinals. We bid you good evening, and we welcome you back to Ray Winder Field here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Mike Linskog with you here on the radio home of your Springfield Cardinals, Jock 98.7, as well as live around the world on the Internet, all courtesy of the Jock. It's available through the Springfield Cardinals website at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Wasabi, everybody. I hope you've had a great evening wherever you may be listening, whether you're somewhere in the Ozarks dialing into Jock 98.7 or somewhere around the world listening on the Internet through springfieldcardinals.com. I hope you've had a very exciting evening. It certainly was exciting here tonight at the ballpark. However, a win, was it in the cards? Unfortunately not. For the Arkansas Travelers, 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error over the Springfield Cardinals. 5 runs, 9 hits, and 3 errors. The winning pitcher tonight in relief, Jonathan Rowenhorst. Although he goes 1 1/3 plus, he does allow a run, but it's good enough to get the victory. He goes to 1-0, saddled with the loss. Out of the bullpen is Nate Cotton in his first appearance. Cotton goes 2/3 of an inning. He allows 1 run earned on 1 base hit. He also hit a batter. Nate Cotton saddled with the loss in Springfield's opener as he falls to 0-1. Coming in to retire the final 4 outs was right-hander Von Sturzbach. Sturzbach, who had 21 saves last season for Rancho Cucamonga of the California League. For Sturzbach, he picks up his first save here in this 2005 season. 2,678 fans on hand here tonight, whether they were Travelers fans, whether they were Springfield fans, or whether they were just St. Louis Cardinals fans. They certainly enjoyed it here tonight in a good one. 6-5, the Arkansas Travelers victorious, 2 hours and 36. Our game time here this evening. When we return here on your post-game show, we'll have a quick scoring recap, take a look around at some Texas League and Major League scores, and we will also have your G3 Boats catch of the game. Mike Lindskog inviting you to stay tuned. Your post-game show continues next right here on Jock 98.7.
Billy Long for the Mays Automotive Group in Aurora. How about 0% interest rate for 60 months on all Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra pickups, Chevy Tahoe and Suburbans, GMC Yukon and Yukon XLs. This offer can save you folks in excess of $6,000 in finance charges over the life of your loan. Mays Automotive Group has 1,300 vehicles in stock, including 450 GM program and company vehicles. And don't forget, Mays has one of the top-rated service departments around, all at the Mays Automotive Group in Aurora.
One of those big yellow trucks for 2 days, $200. Pizza for all of your friends that help you move, $120. Replacing the TV your friends dropped, $850. Being able to pay for all of this with the thousands of dollars you saved on realtors' commissions by listing your house with Assist to Sell, priceless. Full service, flat fee, $2,495. It's your money. What are you going to do? Call 889-7000 or check us out at SpringfieldAssistToSell.com. With over 400 independently owned and operated offices nationwide, Assist to Sell can save your house and save you money.
Here's Art Haynes with a little insight on perhaps why the Lady Bears didn't make the NCAA tournament.
Obviously, Illinois State's the automatic by winning the tournament, but Lady Bears, regular season champs, played a beefed-up schedule, played the #1 team in the country at the time, and were ahead of them with 5 minutes to go. Lost to Oklahoma and Richmond, 2 other teams that are in the tournament field. Won the regular season by a lot, and don't get in. From what I've been given to understand, they were not well served by the Valley representative on the selection committee, Jean Berger of Drake. That she just did not go to bat for her conference and for SMS at all. From what I've been given to understand from the what went on in the meetings, and obviously don't have firsthand knowledge of it, but that she really didn't put up much of a fight for SMS.
Your host for the Alltel Sports Talk Show, the voice of the Bears, Art Haynes, always fighting for SMS. Catch Sports Talk from 5 to 7 on the Jock 98.7.
It's time now for the Springfield Cardinals Scoreboard Show on the Jock 98.7.
Back to Ray Winder Field here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Mike Lindskog welcoming you back to the ballpark. Game 1 of a 4-game series is completed. Game 1 of a 140-game season is in the books. And unfortunately, as beautiful as it was, it did not come out to be a win for the Springfield Cardinals. The Arkansas Travelers pick up 3 runs in the bottom half of the 7th inning on their way to a 6-5 come-from-behind victory over your Springfield Cardinals. Want to remind you that after this 4-game series is completed, Monday the club will take an off day, and then Tuesday we're going to do the home opener, Springfield Cardinals style. You can come out on Tuesday, April the 12th, and meet the Budweiser Clydesdale, sponsored by Will Fisher Companies. That's going to be during the pregame portion of Tuesday night's home opener. You're definitely not going to want to miss that. First 7,000 adults, 21 years and over, will also receive Bud Light schedule magnets. That's all courtesy of Will Fisher Companies. In addition to all that good stuff, you know we wouldn't do you like that without some opening night fireworks. Indeed, after the game comes to an end on opening night this coming Tuesday at Hammons Field, it'll be AM Pyrotechnics presenting what will be a fantastic fireworks display Again, that's all courtesy of AM Pyrotechnics. Believe it or not, unless some people have done some internet shopping here tonight on SpringfieldCardinals.com and picked up some tickets, we do have a handful of general admissions tickets remaining. Of course, those are the grassy knoll tickets out there in the outfield grass. They're just $5 a seat. You're going to want to be a part of Springfield Cardinals baseball as the Cardinals take on the Tulsa Drillers coming up this Tuesday night in their home opener, the first ever regular season game at Hammons Field. Again, the Tulsa Drillers in town, Colorado Rocky affiliate, division rival from right down the road. They'll take on your Springfield Cardinals. Again, if you want tickets right now, you don't need to wait until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Get online right now, www.springfieldcardinals.com, and click on the tickets link, and you'll be well on your way to purchasing tickets for opening night or any other night here during the 2005 regular season, or tomorrow morning. Shoot, even before 9 a.m. You know there's going to be bodies in there answering the phone. 863-2143. Again, that's area code 417-863-2143 for Springfield Cardinals tickets here for this 2005 season. Scoring recap for tonight's game. Again, Arkansas takes it by a final score of 6-5. Cards get on the board in the first inning, and they do it in a big way. Travis Hansen with a 2-run shot, 3 batters into this contest. Sean Boyd led off the game just 2 pitches in with Springfield's first ever base hit. It goes as a double off the bat of Sean Boyd. As he doubles to left, 2 batters later, Travis Hansen would bring him in. A 2-run home run for Travis Hansen, the first in Springfield Cardinals regular season history. Hansen's first home run of the season gives Springfield a 2-0 lead off of Arkansas right-hander Stephen Shelf. Reggie Willits would get things going in the first inning. Jeremy Cook would lose him on ball 4. Willits would later come around to score as he would be on third base when Mike Napoli would step up with 1 out and a runner on at third. Napoli would ground out to short. However, on the play, Willits scores to make it a 2-1 ball game. In the bottom half of the second, Arkansas would tie it against Jeremy Cook as the Springfield right-hander would surrender a solo home run. David Gates, who hit 20 last year in the California League, his first home run of the 2005 season, game tied at 2 after 2 innings. In the top half of the 5th inning, Springfield would take a 3-2 lead. Tyler Mingus would double to lead off the frame, and after being sacrificed down to third base, Milko Jaramillo would pick up an RBI single as he'd bang one right through the box up the middle. 3-2 Springfield after 5 innings of play. They would make it a 4-2 ball game in the top half of the 6th inning. Papo Bolivar, a 2-out solo home run just to the right of center field as Papo Bolivar, who had 15 home runs last year in the AA Southern League, Bolivar with his first of the year, a solo shot. 4-2 Cardinals going to the bottom of the 6th. Arkansas would rally, however, as Jeremy Cook would be lifted in favor of reliever Randy Leak. Leak would surrender a run in the bottom half of inning number 6. Mike Napoli, a leadoff double as he nearly crushed it on out of here. Tommy Murphy, a single, and then David Gates would reach via a ground ball error charged against second baseman Matt DeMarco. Gates, however, picks up the RBI. Napoli scores from third, a 4-3 ball game. At that point, Springfield gets another run, their 5th and final run in the top half of inning number 7 is Tyler Mingus, who popped 11 home runs last year for Akron of the Eastern League. Mingus goes to right center field, his first of the season, a solo shot to give the Cardinals a 5-3 advantage. However, in the bottom half of the 7th inning, turned out to be a very tough 7th inning for the Springfield bullpen. Between Randy Leak and Nate Cotton, they were touched up for a couple of runs as it was Nate Cotton going just 2/3 of an inning in that 7th frame. Cotton would surrender the winning run and be saddled with a loss. The inning got started with a double off the bat of Reggie Willits. He would advance to third on a single from Alberto Callaspo. It would be Randy Leak pulled at that point. Insert Nate Cotton. Cotton threw one pitch and hit Erick Aybar to load the bases. Next man up, Mike Napoli, a sac fly to drive in Reggie Willits from third base. On the play, Alberto Callaspo moves down to third base, and it's a 5-4 ball game. Next batter up, Tommy Murphy, doubles to right field as Murphy picks up an RBI, tying the game at 5. Next man up would drive in the game-winning run. David Gates, a sacrifice fly, as tagging and scoring from third is Tommy Murphy. David Gates drives in the game-winning run tonight as Arkansas scores 3 times in the 7th on their way to a 6-5 lead. In the 8th, Springfield would pick up an infield 2-out single off the bat of Gabe Johnson. However, Andy Schutzenhofer would ground out to second to end the 8th inning. And then in the 9th, it got a little bit interesting. Tyler Mingus, who hit the crud out of the ball, or the cruck, if you will. Yes, yes, that's what I thought. Tyler Mingus hit the crud out of the ball tonight. However, in the 9th inning, perhaps swinging for the fences again, he flies out to Reggie Willits in center field. Matt DeMarco then pulled one down the right field line. However, Tommy Murphy, the right fielder, got on it quickly, holding DeMarco to a one-out single. Kevin Estrada would be inserted into the ballgame. The pinch runner would be off and moving on the very first pitch to pinch hitter Bo Robinson. Estrada, however, thrown out, trying to steal second base, as laying down the tag was Callaspo. The skipper, Chris Maloney, comes out to argue the play, as it looked like the throw certainly beat the runner there. However, it looked like the hand of Kevin Estrada, the left hand even, got in there ahead of the tag. However, Chris Maloney doesn't win the argument, as, well, they never do, Rusty. It ends up being the second out of the inning, and then finally, Bo Robinson on what should have been the final out of the game. A very interesting play here. Bo Robinson grounded one out to the shortstop, Erick Aybar, who had been so solid at shortstop defensively for the Arkansas Travelers tonight. He throws one in the dirt, allowing the Springfield Cardinals pulse to keep on beating at least for one more batter. However, Sean Boyd turned out to be the final out of the game as he hit into what turned out to be the G3 Boats catch of the game. Sean Boyd hits a ground ball out to the shortstop, Erick Aybar, who this time, instead of throwing it all the way across the diamond, he goes the short distance over to the second baseman, Alberto Callaspo, who holds on for the game's last out. Turns out to be the G3 Boats catch of the game as the Arkansas Travelers hold on to defeat the Springfield Cardinals by a final score of 6-5. G3 Boats, built with pride in Lebanon, Missouri, still the best value on the water. It's the G3 Boats catch of the game. We'll take one more break, and when we return, we shall come back and update your Texas League Major League scoreboard, tell you about the pitching matchups for tomorrow night. Arkansas defeats the Springfield Cardinals in the first ever regular season Springfield Cardinals Texas League game. It's 6-5 here tonight at Ray Winder Field. Mike Lindskog inviting you to stay tuned. We'll wrap it up next on Jock 98.7.
Come on, let's ride. Cutting through the water ride.
G3 Boats, still the best value on the water, featuring over 50 models, including high-performance HPs, Eagle Mod Vs, Angler Deep Vs, Gator Tough Johns, and Suncatcher pontoons, all with legendary Yamaha power.
Talk about a great catch!
G3 Boats, now a proud sponsor of the Springfield Cardinals. Don't let your great catch get away.
G3.
To find your nearest dealer, visit us at g3boats.com.
The 2005 season is upon us, and the Springfield Cardinals are ready for their inaugural season. Follow your favorite minor league team by visiting the Cardinals website at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Purchase tickets to a game. Read up on your favorite Cardinals player. Sign up for the brand new newsletter, or take a look at hats and shirts available at the Cardinals team store. It's all online at www.springfieldcardinals.com. Springfield Cardinals baseball, the game you remember.
Travelers disappoint the Springfield Cardinals just a wee bit on opening night. It sure is glad to have the Texas League season here. However, this one starts off with a loss as the first game in Springfield Cardinals history. It goes to the Arkansas Travelers. 3 runs in the 7th as they come from behind and defeat the Cards by a final score of 6-5. Mike Lindskog welcoming you back to Ray Winder Field here in Little Rock, Arkansas for the final time tonight as we wrap up our postgame show. But first, a quick check at the Texas League scoreboard where everything else has been put to bed in the Texas League. We start in the East Division where Tulsa hangs on for a 2-1 victory on the road in Wichita. As it turns out that there were more than one team going down at home here tonight in their home opener. Out west, it's the Frisco Rough Riders, the defending Texas League champions. They hold on for a 4-3 win on the road in Midland. San Antonio, however, they rally. They become the second home team of the night to be victorious. They pick up 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th on their way to a 3-2 victory over the Corpus Christi Hooks. That is a look at Texas League scoreboard. We go to the Major League scoreboard very quickly. We start in the American League where the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, they have a 3-2 lead over the Texas Rangers. That game is in the 5th inning in Anaheim. Oakland, behind former St. Louis Cardinal pitcher Danny Herron, they pick up a 5-1 victory over the Baltimore Orioles on the road. In 11 innings, it's the Cleveland Indians scoring 6 times in the 11th to defeat the Chicago White Sox. The final there of 11-5. And earlier today, Zach Greinke left the game with an injury as the Kansas City Royals fall in Detroit. Tigers defeat the Royals by a final score of 7-3. In the National League, the Mets are now 0-3 under Willie Randolph. As today, New York falls in Cincinnati. Reds pick up the sweep by a 6-1 count here today. Reds 3-0, Mets 0-3. Washington with a 5-4 victory in 10 innings over the Philadelphia Phillies. That was on the road in Philly. Jose Vidro, his first home run of the year for the former Expos. They now call them the Washington Nationals. In Florida today, the Atlanta Braves pick up a victory 4-2 over the Marlins as they score a win on the road over the Fish. In San Diego, they have moved to the 7th, and they are scoreless. Pittsburgh and San Diego, again, that is in the 7th inning, and now they are in the bottom of the 7th, I believe, as the Padres and the Buccos are still looking for their first runs of the night. And finally, in the National League, in the Bay Area, the San Francisco Giants hosting their hated rivals, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers with a 2-0 lead right now over the Giants. That game is in the top half of the 6th inning. That, my friends, is a look at your Major League scoreboard. Want to remind you that tomorrow night it's Battle of Left-Handers right here in Arkansas as the Springfield Cardinals look for their first regular season victory here in the Texas League. They'll send left-hander Buddy Blair to the hill as Buddy Blair, he'll go to the mound and make his Springfield debut. Remember, he started on Sunday afternoon against the St. Louis Cardinals as Buddy Blair gets the start here in Game 2 of this 4-game set. He'll be opposed by a left-hander, Joe Saunders, who will get the call for the Arkansas Travelers. For Buddy Blair, last season, he was a member of the Tennessee Smokies for 3 games and 26 games as a member of the Palm Beach Cardinals. He was 11-10 in 26 starts for Palm Beach, had a 4.40 ERA, got a couple of games of AA experience. He was 0-1 with a 6.75 earned run average for the Tennessee Smokies. Buddy Blair, the former Oklahoma Sooner and native of Tulsa, Oklahoma, he gets the call against fellow Southpaw Joe Saunders of the Arkansas Travelers. Again, first pitch coming up tomorrow night from Ray Winder Field is at 7:10 in the p.m., and we'll take to the airwaves right here on Jock 98.7 with your Farmers Insurance pregame report beginning at 6:55 in the p.m. Again, once here in Arkansas, once again even. Geez, Scott Furrier, how'd your night go, kid? Yeah, Kerry Booyer make his deadline? Both pushing it. Maybe I'll quit talking and let you get to work. For everybody here in Arkansas, it was a great night. Opening night for the Springfield Cardinals, well, could have gone just a wee bit better. 3 runs in the 7th inning for the Arkansas Travelers. Ends up making it just a little bit of a disappointment, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be an exciting season of Springfield Cardinals baseball, so certainly stay tuned. Again, join us tomorrow night, 6:55 with your pregame report, and of course your Farmers Insurance pregame report, that is. It begins at 6:55, first pitch 7:10. Buddy Blair, Joe Saunders, they'll hook it up in a battle of left-handers. For producer-engineer Rob Evans, definitely a lot of thanks goes to him as he's back at home running the board, pushing all the right buttons, making sure that Springfield Cardinals baseball is heard over the airwaves. Again, on the air tomorrow, 6:55, and first pitch right here on the Jock at 7:10. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. Cardinals fall by a final score of 6-5 as the Arkansas Travelers knock off the Cards in the inaugural game of the inaugural season. For all of us with the Cardinals, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Michael and Scott. Throw to the plate. I'm out.